back, Charlie.
You always use that active when defending. I think it's like. You always use that active when defending. I think it's like. You always use that active when defending. I think it's like.
People deluded, I'm back again.
Come on, Ian. Come on.
The champions! People deluded, I'm back again. The road to Wembley for the 2024 Champions League final starts for everybody today. It's AC Milan up against Newcastle United. Newcastle United haven't been in the Champions League for 20 years, but eras come to an end. I don't know what 10 excuses over there at Manchester United was saying, but I don't know what he was on. But where Eddie Howe's men are concerned, the Magpies travel to the San Siro in the Tonali derby, and it's a great way to kick things off, people. This is the first of 2 Champions League watch-alongs we will be doing. After this, we'll be watching Paris Saint-Germain against Borussia Dortmund. Again, if you're on YouTube, smash the like button, comment, like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Any talking points, opinions, feel no sort of way about getting them in. Twitch gang and Twitter ones, I appreciate you. And again, as I said, it's Champions League football. It's lovely to be back in the Champions League as an Arsenal fan. We will be watching PSV versus Arsenal tomorrow together. And I actually think Arsenal's youth are playing on TV. So we'll probably do a watch along against, for Arsenal's under 19s, I believe it would be, against PSV. So yeah, Champions League watch along business is alive and kicking. It's nice to be back in the competition. I have this funny feeling that at some point in this competition, my club Arsenal, we're going to play Bayern Munich. It's kind of written in the script. Bring up Jamsil highlights, man. Appreciate you and your channel, man. I mean, it all depends, because sometimes the comments aren't necessarily nice, but one love for you for tuning in, and obviously appreciative of what you do. Make sure you're subscribed to Jamsil highlights if you like fan and match reaction and all that good stuff. I'm pretty sure you're a Chelsea fan, so I don't know why you're here. You're not part of the club. Yeah, I know you've won it. We ain't. But watch when Barcelona get them Rico cases. Watch 2006 Champions League is getting run to us. I'm telling you. We won it in 06. That weren't the way the final was supposed to go. Like 13 minutes or something before, obviously, they got back in the game and dodgy stuff was happening. Allegedly, this is the first ever competitive meeting between AC Milan and Newcastle. Milan have won just one of their last 11 matches against English sides, drawing 2 and losing 8, though that did come against Spurs in last season's Champions League. So might be a good omen, really and truly. Newcastle won their first European away game against Italian opposition, beating Palermo 1-0 in 06-07's UEFA Cup. They have failed to win any of their first 4 visits to Italy before this, drawing 2 and losing 2. This will be Milan's 20th UEFA Champions League campaign, the second most of any Italian side after Juventus in brackets with 23, after a 7-season absence between 2014-15 and 2020-21. This is their 3rd consecutive campaign in the competition. Semi-finalists last season, Milan have only been eliminated from the first round group stage in one of their last 14 Champions League campaigns that came in 21-22. This will be Newcastle's 3rd appearance in the Champions League, having previously played in the 97-98 and 02-03 campaigns. Their last match was 20 years ago and 184 days, with this the longest gap between games for an English side in the competition. So I'm sure the Newcastle fans that have travelled there, if they have travelled there and not got into the ground at the local pubs, that obviously house away fans, and obviously those that are watching it on the TV are pumped for this, really. Newcastle did quite well last season and deserved their Champions League place, really. And it remains to be seen how, I would say, Arsenal, Manchester United and Newcastle specifically cope with the demands of the Champions League and obviously of the Premier League. And actually, if you look at September to October now, for Arsenal, for example, And it would probably be the same for Newcastle and Man United because we're all in the champs. You've got the Premier League, obviously. You've got the Champions League, obviously. Again, you've probably got a couple of League Cup fixtures between now and the end of the year. I think we're in action, I don't want to say next Wednesday or the Wednesday after, but we've got Brentford this month. It might even be next Wednesday. So, yeah, the games are coming thick and fast. It's a big test for the squad depth, etc., etc. And again, for Newcastle, they've got to go out there and enjoy it. Not too many of their players, if any, have played in this competition. Eddie Howe hasn't managed in this competition. So I have to see exactly what's going on. In relation to kickoff, we're 9 minutes away from such people. So yeah, man, tough crowd today, but nonetheless, big up yourselves. All of us, shout out yourself. Without supporters like you, what would be the point, lad? I just hope we see a great game of football fundamentally. Speaking of football, should we see what's going on Sky Sports or the world of football? Kane shown support from Maguire. Unfortunately, a Newcastle fan has been stabbed in Milan, but he has been discharged from hospital. Things going from bad to worse for Man United. You know, typically, Thomas Frank admits that Ivan Toney could potentially leave. Allegedly, what's this, people? If I share my screen with you, I mean, I guess this is on brand with AC Milan and Newcastle's fixture. Newcastle break UEFA rules on pre-match preparations after Storm delays departure to Milan for Champions League opener. What has happened here? Newcastle have inadvertently broken UEFA rules on the Champions League preparations after their flight to Milan was delayed by more than 2 hours due to a storm in Italy. I didn't know Newcastle. Well, to be fair, you could argue Newcastle brought their weather to Italy, but I didn't know Eddie Howe and anyone connected to Newcastle controlled the weather. No clue on that nonetheless. But apparently Eddie Howe and his squad took off 2 hours and 20 minutes late from Newcastle for their flight to North Italy. UEFA rules stipulate that teams must hold their pre-match conference between 12 p.m. and 8 p.m. local time the day before a match takes place. A swarm swept through Milan at 5 p.m. just after Newcastle took off, but it's uncertain whether that was the cause for delay. Crazy, really. Truly, Eddie Howe said it's no big deal, so we'll have to see. Hey, big up Emenya for the raid, man. I know you saw Hudson-Odoi's goal yesterday. I'm happy for him. Can stop slandering him. What a goal that was from Hudson-Odoi. He's found his level in it. Shit, guy finally scored. You know, as the memes say. You know, finally, he's been finally watching Saka videos and paying off. We won the war, blood. He's not at Chelsea no more, so I don't have to hate on him no more. I don't have to pretend he's not a half decent player. But yeah, on a serious note, big up you lot tuned in. Bro, he finally bagged, bro. A broken clock is right twice a day. Man want me to rate that? Like, fam. I see Tomori score better goals than that. I'm here for agendas. Really. Man, what? Rating man for doing it against Burnley. Swear down. Do it against United. The agenda will never stop. It just reshapes. Nonetheless, footy chats, appreciate the members. Smash the like button. And again, big up Emenya for the raid. I can't imagine you're not following him on YouTube and Twitch. But if you're not, don't be lazy. And it's as simple as that. No Hudson-Odoi slander DJ. Hey, I was calm. You lot brought me out the woodworks, man. I didn't even do nothing. I don't know him. I'm in the Champions League. I'm actually in the Champions League. You know, since the start, well, to be fair, when I started my YouTube content, Arsenal started to not qualify for the Champions League, but I do have some reaction videos, and we obviously do watch-alongs, but specific to Arsenal, I finally, tomorrow, next 24 hours, get to pop my cherry in that regard against Paris. I get Paris. I don't want to, definitely not Paris Saint-Germain, against PSV Eindhoven, which should be a good game now on the face of it. No Sangare, no Cody Gakpo, no Xavi Simons. We shall see in it, but many people will sit there and say Arsenal have a Europa League group. I don't believe that because first and foremost, it's the Champions League. And in many ways, you know, this group is the group Arsenal have is tougher than Newcastle's. You look at Leipzig, they finish, not Leipzig, sorry. Is it Leipzig? Whoever it is, somebody, Lens finished second. Somebody at Sevilla won the Europa League, and Lens finished second. Sevilla won the Europa League, and whoever else is in there, PSV, you know, they beat us last year, so we're playing some top pedigree dons. You got to be shameless in this life, man. You got to be shameless. In many ways, that's a tougher group because people expect Arsenal to walk it, and psychologically, it might not be the case. In many ways, I would swap my group with what Newcastle has. I don't know about that, but you got to do the manager lies. Really, don't forget to like and subscribe. So yeah, man, it seems like that. What else is going on in the world of football? We've got 5 minutes until kickoff. We might as well have a browse. Sky Sports is dead. What is the Athletic saying? Unfortunately, Martinelli's ruled out the PSV game with a hamstring injury sustained against Everton. We knew that was a myth. Julian Nagelsmann is set to be named Germany head coach. Fair enough. Kane praises great Manchester United, but is happy with Bayern Munich transfer. There was rumours allegedly Man United tried to throw their hat into the ring. Spare a thought for Rico Henry because he suffered an ACL injury. I am no medical man, I'm no physio, but it's quite alarming the amount of ACLs that are happening in football, really and truly. And so early into the season, there's a lot during pre-season. There's been a lot here. Speaking of injuries, unfortunately for Crystal Palace and Crystal Palace fans, and obviously Elise, he suffered an injury setback. Everton have received a sizable loan from 7-7 Partners following their takeover. Well, it's not unfortunate, actually quite happy. You know, Barry Banwell, paedophile ex-football coach, dies in prison. Absolute scum of the earth, man. Really and truly. Big up Aaron Ramsey for scoring, taking the right people with them, man. Shameless done. Big up Newcastle, man. Big up Newcastle. I'm not going to lie to you. If Newcastle win, great. Facing Milan win, great. I'm going to beef with Newcastle, but I'm not with this supporting all the English clubs that are in it. If it's not Arsenal, which probably aren't going to win it, I don't give a flying monkeys, but I'm here for good football. Newcastle haven't, in terms of how they played so far this season, I don't think they're playing to their full capacity, but should relish it. You know, as a footballer, I know we get hung up on winning stuff, and it is all about winning, really and truly, because when you look back in your career, you want to know what you've won and done. But when you deep it, the amount of players that play in the Champions League to the active players that play in the top 5 leagues or top 5 countries or just European game at all levels, how many get to play in the Champions League? How many get to play in a competitive game at the San Siro? How many people get to enter the San Siro beyond just being a spectator? Relish it and enjoy it, really. You never know. South London's finest, one love. Let's play football. I hope to see football. Tonali Derby. I wonder if he shook. To be fair with you, I want to see Rafa Leao cooking. I just want to see a good game of football. And if there's controversy, if there's VAR drama, I want to see drama. Listen, I'm a messy guy when it comes to football. If it's not involving Arsenal, I want to see bare nonsense. Facts, if not Arsenal, just hope it's a good game. I hope it is a good game. Speaking of good games, I'm not going to lie. I do think Paris Saint-Germain against Borussia Dortmund is going to be a lot better. And we will be watching that together, people. So there's the link. Make sure you're there. Rochelle, appreciate you. Been missing for a while, but nice to have you back. Top content as always. Big up DG. Reckon it will be a draw tonight. It will be an interesting tie. I hope so. I don't think it's a draw, man. I'm not going to lie. I think AC Milan. I'm going to go AC Milan 2-0. In fact, let me go 2-1 because the best case scenario would be an early Newcastle goal. I don't know, from a set piece, Dan Burn or something. I don't know, but it should be good. DJ, I watched Sky Sports reaction show and they were going crazy about Arteta's idea of subbing goalkeepers during the game. I feel like it should be judged if he tries it and it doesn't work. Great idea. I ain't going to lie, it's a bit mad. It is very mad, but this is where the game's going. Once upon a time, people said, yo, what are you talking about inverted fullbacks? What are you talking about false nines? The game's always developing and changing, really. So that's what Arteta wants to do, fair enough. My only concerns with that whole 2-keeper stuff is, while I'm happy to have Raya and Ramsdale when they're fighting and may the best man win and they're 2 quality keepers, at some point, there's going to have to be a conversation. Who's the number 1 and who's the number 2? You know, if you was to, God forbid, but if you put a gun to Mikel Arteta's head, said your life's over unless you get 3 points in over 90 minutes in a game, and he has to pick his strongest 11, I would love him to ask him, are you going with Raya or are you going with Ramsdale? None of this tactical stuff. You're going to die if you don't win the game. Who are you betting your life on? I think that's where you've got your answer. And I also feel in that, while I like, you know, if everybody's fit in Arsenal's back line or back 5, there's some decent players there. Tomiyasu, Timber, Zinchenko, Saliba, Gabriel, Benjamin White, even Kirill now. Tomiyasu, if I haven't made clear, Ramsdale and Raya, as we're alluding to. But the chopping and changing, it ain't, you know, it can't be a thing where, you know, Raya plays 1 week. Well, Raya plays 1 game, then it's Ramsdale. Then 1 minute it's Zinchenko, Ramsdale, and Benjamin White and Saliba. I think you need to somewhat play that. Like a back 5 has to play and get used to each other and all of that sort of stuff, man. Did you hear DG, a 58-year-old Newcastle fan, got stabbed, multiple injuries in Milan? I have. Thoughts are with him and his family. You know, I hope he's all right. You don't want to hear about those scenes, but unfortunately, these are football fans, innit? It's obviously going to be right. I wouldn't rule it out yet because, boy, there's been 5 Premier League games. Raya's played 1. Ramsdale's played 1. I mean, yeah, Raya's played 1. Ramsdale's played 4. Maths is moving shaky there. There you have it. I think it's interesting from AC Milan. They've actually got a good IC3 goalkeeper. I know they're rivals in the same city, and Inter sold a certain goalie. And you know, yeah, cool, you can play out from the back, but can you save at your near post? Ask Declan Rice, he reckons you couldn't, and ask them Brighton Dons, I reckon you couldn't. Big up, let's activate as well. Kickoff is imminent, people. It is 5:45. Smash the like button again. Thoughts are with everyone in Libya and Morocco. It's crap news to hear about that. So, yeah, man, it should be a good game of football. And it's a good warm-up in the Champions League tomorrow. I haven't done it yet, but we will be watching Arsenal's youth against PSV, and obviously we're watching Arsenal against PSV. You know, and again, spoiler alert, this is how committed I am to my channel. I ain't gonna talk too tough on how it got offered to me, but I was presented with the chance tomorrow. It literally landed in my messages today to be at the game tomorrow of our return to the Champions League, and I said no because I've made a commitment to being here watching it with you guys. I could have been there, could have been in the fancy seats as well. Big up everyone, but the fancy seats, the boxes and that. And I don't get invited to these things too tough, but I stayed because it's with you. Like, nah. I don't know who's paying for that. It weren't me. That's what you think I want it. Boy, love the fact that you love the content. Appreciate you. Kick off. I keep saying it, but it literally is imminent. Waiting for the ref now. Really. Newcastle are going to kick off. Be interesting. Bruno Gomares, San Siro. Big boy midfielder. Going to need to see big boy stuff. Where's Isaac and that? Is he starting? Yeah, he is. Isaac, I have to offer you an apology because I was a fan of yours. Then I thought you was meaty. And now I'm back, man. He's shameless. That's why you need to believe in your qualities. And we're off, people. Let's go. Champions League settings. Newcastle, long ball forward. Newcastle, stop all of this. Champions League. Dan Burn wins the header. It's fallen to their number 14, Isaac. He's found Gordon. Imagine they mocked Gordon for leaving Everton. Look at, bro, you think he didn't want to snake it for Champions League? To be fair, Trippier snapping at the heels there. Ref has played on. Ref, come on. Free kick to AC Milan. Long staff in the Champions League is crazy. Appreciate you lot, man. You got to run your life on principles. What sort of man or content creator would I be if I've been telling you lot in all my videos? Check out the rest of them on YouTube. Yeah, we're watching Arsenal PSV. All of a sudden, you lot come into this looking on my channel at 7 p.m. because we start an hour before, and it's not there. I don't like to cap to you lot. AC Milan are in possession. I'm not going to lie. It's only a couple of seconds in the game. We need to make it calm down. But as a neutral, it's shaping up to be a decent game. Loftus-Cheek's been fouled there, I believe. Shout out Loftus-Cheek. Tonali's fouled him. Traded places, really. DG got an elite breakdown. Man explanation skills is on another level. Crazy stuff. Thanks for the great content. Appreciate it, broski. Appreciate that. It's just my job to start getting the views and the rest of it, really and truly, that we deserve. Baggy touch from the AC Milan fullback, but he's lived life. I'm not going to lie. I think this is a more even game than I thought initially. AC Milan's McGann in possession. Finds a defender in Hernandez. What's he going to do here? What's he going to do here? In fact, apologies. Found Tomori. Now it's with Hernandez. Tomori. He's loving life in Italy, really and truly. Chelsea could do with him, to be fair. It's interesting from Newcastle, sorry, in their approach against AC Milan. They're not pressing heavily for no reason, which I've definitely seen them do against Arsenal. It's like they're waiting for them to come into certain zones. The keeper, McGann, has he found Hernandez? He has, really. Hernandez, the left back in possession. But again, AC Milan electing to be a bit cool, collected, and patient. That chant is crazy. But hey, you'd expect crazy chants at a crazy footballing place, to be honest with you. Calabria. That was dead. Whatever AC Milan tried to do there, that was dead. Chuck Weezy could not get involvement when Arsenal fans were gagging to get him potters. I mean, early on, AC Milan, Newcastle, they're going to have to be patient, but like probably a bit too much respect for AC Milan early doors. AC Milan got moved to by Inter the weekend. Yeah, well, it was 4-5-1 last time I checked. Really and truly, we probably should have done a watch along for that slyly, on the slyest of ones, but it is what it is. And in typical YouTube fashion, no clue, but it seems like every one of my videos, when we do watch-alongs, is getting limited ads. As in, I don't know what they think we're doing, but we've appealed that. On some nonsense here. You see the trials and tribulations that go against us content creators. Rafael, you're the only reason I'm here. I put you in the thumbnail, bro. You need to do dirts. I want to see that step over and that full step over with his right, and then he shifts it to his left, and he's gone like a drug dealer trying to escape the police, really and truly. I'm allowed to say it. It's cool. Connotations don't mean nothing. I'm allowed to say it. Hernandez. We all know he's not. But someone else said that, of course. I'll be making videos condemning. Rafael, movie settings, has a shot. Pope into Pope's hands. Thought it was DG there. I know some of you have seen the intro. If you're on YouTube, don't forget to smash the like button. I don't think Leao will be there next season. All depends how long he's under contract, really and truly. Hasn't he signed a new deal? And football's crazy now, man. You probably got to start, if you want to start conversations for someone like Leao, surely you're talking 70, 80, up to 100 million for these kind of brothers. Gordon's been fouled. I think he's fortunate. I think Gordon's very lucky to get a foul there, the Newcastle lad. Man said, Top Boy says, hey. What do you mean by that? Do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? I need to see some verification from you. I like the graphic, DG. The graphic's going to get better soon. But yeah, man, I like the fact that you like that. But yeah, Newcastle in possession here, folks. Kamara's. As I said, the game, first few seconds of the game, it looked like it was going to explode into life. We might have to be patient saying that Newcastle in possession here. What is going to happen? Murphy, real, I can't believe Newcastle rocking up here with Murphy and Dan Burn. I like Dan Burn. Isaac against Tomori. Chelsea agendas if he scores. Gordon. Anthony Gordon. Is he going to buy a raffle ticket? No, he passes it. Trippier, what can he do? He delivers. That's a good knock. Tomori wins the header, but they've not cleared it well enough, have they? It's a terrible header by AC Milan. To be fair, Newcastle could do a thing. It's cool. Hey, you lot killing me in the comments. Newcastle captain Trippier with the throw in fullback union again. I mean, the right backs are the captain for Newcastle. Once again, shows the fact that us fullbacks are the most important position in football. Don't know if that pass came off. What do I know? That's a very good pass to Gordon. Good defending by the AC Milan fullback. Absolutely finesse Gordon, but his teammate Tonali could be in here. Tonali's delivered. Did the ball go off? What's the ref reckon? He does. It's a goal kick. Big up yourself, serious brother. Tonali Derby. I wonder, obviously, I can't listen to the commentary and the background noise of the TV, but I wonder what the reception for Tonali is. And he almost got Newcastle in there. Had that ball, found the teammate. Goal kick to Newcastle nonetheless. What's McGann doing? Hey, look at Newcastle's front three. Look at the pressing. Isaac's gone now against McGann. McGann. He's put Tomori on the... That's a hospital pass. Lucky it's a goal kick. But that is... I'm obviously playing out from the back. You're going to get caught at times. Or is it actually a corner? You killed Tomori there. Strange seeing Newcastle the champs after so many years. That's how I feel about Arsenal. But when you consider them man have gone without football for 20 years in the Champions League, what have I got to moan about? Theo Hernandez glides past about 3-4 Newcastle players. Fullback union movie settings. You know, that's what I rate about us fullbacks. We know when we've done too much. He finds Rafa Leao. Ooh, Leao chop City ref. I think he's looking for that free kick, but he is. Trippier, I hope for your sake, well, Longstaff as well, but Trippier, I hope you don't get early yellow, because the worst is getting a yellow card and playing against a winger that always wants to take you on. I am locked in before going into a school meeting. Might have to walk with one ear pod locked in. Appreciate that, my guy. Make sure the volume's low. Ibrahimovic is in the building. Tonali being whistled at. The game's the game, man. The game's the game. You know what you was on. I mean, you couldn't have known you're going to play AC Milan in the group, but you know what time it was. Newcastle midfield kind of fake. Guimaraes, Tonali. I mean, Guimaraes, if you fancy moving to London, you know who to call. Super Mick, I'll tell you, know the ones. Edu, I love what you're doing at the club, but you should have grabbed this Guimaraes guy when he was at Lyon still. He should be in an Arsenal shirt. Attempted ball into the channel by Newcastle comes to no avail. I mean, by AC Milan comes to no avail. I can't lie, in the last few moments, it's all Newcastle, really. But it seems like both teams are a bit shook. It's nothing game so far. Again, we have to wait for it to settle. Anthony Gordon, Longstaff, but Buki touch there. Tonali gets him out of it. Or better yet, Guimaraes, Trippier, Murphy. It's here with Guimaraes, and now it's here with the captain, Trippier. Can he do? Looks for a ball over the top. Has he found Josh Murphy? No, he hasn't. Into the hands of the AC Milan keeper. Positive start from Newcastle. Murphy, you're in the Champions League. There's no point snitching to the linesman about your shirt being held. And to be fair, can't condone snitching, but he's right. His shirt is being yanked. I'm a United fan. Can we swap Smith Rowe with Garnacho? What's Garnacho? That's sound like a STI or something. I ain't got none of that. What's Garnacho? What's that? I don't know who that is or what that is. Anyways, McGann in possession. No, on the serious note, what? I like Garnacho. What, you don't rate him? That's acting. I think he needs to discover himself and whatnot and find a position. Right now, he's probably going to play for Manchester United off the flanks. I don't think he's a winger still, but as a young G, you get in where you get in it, really. And at the same time, Man United it don't look healthy as a football club. So that's not a shock why not a single player is thriving. As much as I like running banter about Lisandro Martinez, Man United's defenders have some bad what's the word, man? Like they don't have discipline. They don't have discipline. They got some bad habits. Like even for the Brighton goal where Lissandro Martinez, he has to hold responsibility because for some reason he's trying to be Superman and win the ball. But there's the back five are just all doing their own thing. The midfield, I don't know what Ten Hag's on. I think Ten Hag's recruitment has been smelly. And I was not going to say I'm backing Ten Hag. I'm not a United fan, but I was seeing the building blocks really. Onana's lit with a football, but you got to be able to save. No matter how much the modern game develops, you still need to be able to save a ball. It doesn't matter if you can ping a lovely 30, 40-yard pass. Smash the like button, people. Dan Burn on this left-hand side is about to take a throw-in. And I mean, he's living the dream. Weren't he a boyhood Newcastle fan growing up? He's living the dream. Could turn into a nightmare if you do the wrong thing. Speaking of wrong things, you've killed Isaac. Killed Isaac there. No, Giroud. I can't lie. I didn't even clock Giroud was playing. I don't care one bit, DG. About what? Bit harsh. I think that Burnley got robbed yesterday. Burnley got zagged yesterday. But at this point, like I've given up talking about referees and things like that. I've learned to live with it. We know they're shaky. I'm a bit of a conspiracy theorist. I think they make these decisions wrong on purpose. Ooh, Calabria, you got ripped by Gordon. And again, Gordon goes for seconds and rips you. The end product. Gordon did so well. If he picks out a man, it's 1-0 Newcastle. Great run down the right side, ref. That could never be a foul. He's ref, man. He's selling dreams and you're buying. Man United, I hear it. Zlatan in the stands watching the superior Swedish striker. Is that Milan got battered by Inter? I'm not sure they'll recover and do well this game. To be fair, Newcastle have made a positive start. Both teams should believe they can get something from this. But as we know, it's the Champions League and it's 10 or so minutes into a 90-minute game. I don't know how the Champions League is going to be run this year, but we've seen in the Premier League, plenty of games have gone into 100+ minutes. McGann of AC Milan, it's a nutting game, really and truly. No one's really tested the keepers. There's been no quote-unquote big chances. Bit of teething problems from both teams. I think both teams have showed a willingness to get on the ball, but not really doing anything. The most exciting thing I saw so far was that little Gordon run, but it came to nothing. AC Milan in possession here. Chuck Wheezy, former Villarreal man. Tries to switch play, but hey, doesn't, I don't know how you don't tell the difference between the white and black shirts and the red and black shirts, but he's unable to. Josh Murphy. Ref, come on, man. Everyone's just buying free kicks from me. You're going to do a watch along for PSG versus Dortmund? Yes, we will be after this. Again, if you're on YouTube, head over there. I think that's scheduled for 10 to 8. So yeah, 10 minutes before kickoff. Tomori finally back after his undeserved red card against Roma. Didn't even know about that. I do think people overrate Tomori, though. I'm still here, people. I do think he's a good centre half. And I definitely think he could have played a lot more for England than that. But people do too much. Sorry, folks. TV was about to turn off. Can't have that. Oh, if Giroud was about 20 years younger, Dan Burns in trouble there. AC Milan on the counter-attack. What can they make happen? It's squared in the middle. Bang it. Hit it, lad. Ooh, first big save. It's a save you'd expect Pope to make, but he makes it nonetheless. Rafa Leao, what can he do? Puts it into the box. It's a free header. Pope again. Could Chuck Wheezy have done better there? Could he have made more of a meal of that and forced a better save from Pope? Could Chuck Wheezy have found the teammate? I might be being a bit harsh. Pope called into action early doors. Hello, bro. Talk about the tactics. What do you want to know? I mean, I'm not skilled on what Eddie Howe or the AC Milan manager are trying to deploy right now. But I'd imagine from Newcastle, they're quite narrow at this moment in time. It's like a 4-5-1 off the ball with Isaac at the head of it. And to be fair, AC Milan could be in again. Loftus-Cheek, square it, bro. He squares it, but to no one. Blind pass. You get your head up. It's a tap in there. I know you get all the gal in the DMs, but you still got to do the football thing, Loftus-Cheek. And another ball's in the box by AC Milan. Pope is shaky. How did Pope spill that? Giroud fighting in there. Giroud. I mean, is the ref going to blow for a foul? Or is it a corner? Can't lie. AC Milan just caught Newcastle sleeping twice there. That was shaky from Nick Pope. Shaky from Nick Pope. Chuck Wheezy. Tomori is getting overrated because of Maguire. Tomori's a good defender. I just feel the noise made about, he's Southgate, this and that. It's not that deep. Therefore, for some of the joke men he's playing. Corner kick to AC Milan. If you haven't hit the like button, make sure you've done such. Corner kick to AC Milan. It's not the best, but it's headed on. Rafa Leao is still alive. It's pandemonium in the box. Dan Burn gets ahead to it. AC Milan looking to keep up the pressure, just as the commentator myself has said that. It's gone all the way back to Mike Began. AC Milan probably doing too much if I say it's like they're taking a foothold into the game now. But quote unquote, they're taking a foothold into the game. As I said a few moments ago, I'm starting to feel Newcastle probably a bit too, not negative, but there's a bit too much respect for AC Milan at this moment. But it's the Champions League. You're coming to their manner. You're going to have to be. And it's gone back to Magan again. AC Milan close to the opener. As Queen of the South 2-4 says, hi, everybody. Dan Burn in the champs, anything can happen. Rafa Leao is media, in my opinion. Sly overrated a bit, but I used to think he was media. No, not media. I used to think he was Bandilu. Now I think he's all right. But he's on a vibes thing too much, man. I can already tell he's mandem. He's not serious every game. Newcastle in possession. There's no need for Nick Pope to be touching that ball. Sarr, you're moving shook. There's no need for that. Sarr, come on. Move like Saliba, blood. Finds his centre-half colleague in Botman. Botman's decent. To be fair, wasn't it Newcastle versus AC Milan to sign Botman? And obviously, since then, he's changed. People, we've only got 33 likes. What the hell's going on there? Leao's meaty, but I'm taking him at the carpet. I hear that. But when Leao does that, step over with his right, gone down the left, he's gone. It's gone. He could slide bang in the Prem. Murphy, Trippier, Gamares tries to clip it over the top. What does he find? Murphy against Hernandez. Hernandez wins this battle, goes home to his goalie. It's a shaky pass to his goalie, but it's enough for his goalie to deal with it. McGann's tried to hit it into the right-hand channel. Don't know what he saw. It couldn't have been a teammate because it's back here with AC Milan. I mean, with Newcastle. Apologies. Tonali pulling into this left-hand channel. Takes his former teammate on. Another delivery, but it's Media and Tomori's made the meal of that. Half-hearted appeals for a penalty, claiming it hit his hand. Lost his cheek, had no chance of controlling that. Milan winning second balls. Taylor's and AC Milan, I was about to cry. AC Milan are hurt because of that 5-1 to Inter. No time to feel sorry for yourself at this moment in time. You're in the Champions League. Botman, Gamares, Pope, show me you're better than Ramsdale. Ready to run agendas. Trippier knocks it forward. Isaac, win the foul. Get your body there. Ref. Oh, nowhere near that. Good foul to win by Isaac. For the centre half, I don't know why he dived in like that. It was silly. You're not going to win the ball. Excited, silly. Good foul to win by Isaac. And to be fair, he's going to have to do a lot of that for Newcastle. Again, I think there's too. I wouldn't say there's. I don't think Newcastle are over respecting AC Milan. I don't know whether it's the fans. I don't know whether it's the stadium and the prestige and all of that. I don't know if it's the fact that AC Milan was semi-finalists in the Champions League. But I think I've seen Newcastle play a lot more positive. Bit too respectful in the early stages. Feel bad for Tonali. Why? Big up in the circle as well, man. Hey, be nice in the comments, lads, man. We're here to enjoy footy. And we're here to watch another game between Paris Saint-Germain and Dortmund. And if you don't like only that, it's Arsenal versus PSV. And I hope to see you all at the Arsenal PSV watching them because I could have been at the stadium myself. Enjoying the high life. Sir, can I take your coat? It's lit when you get invited to them things there. I can't lie to you. Big up yourself, man. Does anyone know a cheap subscription for UCL? I live in Sweden, but I've got VPN. Streams, brother. I've got the privilege of watching it on TV. Chuck Weezy on this right-hand side. What can he do? Delivers. That's a decent knock. Good defending by Trippier. It's falling to an AC. Oh, hey! Who struck that? What's your name? Krennic. Forgive me for mispronunciation. Good effort. It was dipping as well. Ooh, Pope had to get something on that. Ooh. AC Milan have had the best chances so far, but again, to call them chances would be over-exaggerating. Anyone needs streams, go on again, share it up. If you've got a stream, share it up. If you're watching this on the stream and you're not sharing because you're being selfish, I hope your thing stops working. Corner kick to AC Milan in swing at this moment in time. Krennic, the man who earned the corner to take it. I'm not going to lie, Pope looks a bit shaky collecting these things. I can't lie, pull it on Pope, you might score, you know. It's a decent. No, it's Oi! Was that Giroud? It's another corner. Sorry, he's got the same blonde highlights as Hernandez. So good ball into the box from the corner. Hernandez has made a lovely run. He's unmarked. He's slightly shanked the header into the ground. Maybe the bounce has helped Pope, but Pope literally didn't have time to react, but he's got something on it. Living dangerously at this moment in time, Newcastle. Another in-swinging corner. 18, basically 19 minutes into the game. See what's going on now. Another decent knock. That's me. Is it another corner? Nah, ref ain't going for that. Triangle head from Ruben Loftus-Cheek or somebody. But it's a goal kick to Newcastle, and the pressure is relieved for now. You see this as a low scoring or high scoring DG. If we can get a goal in the next 7 minutes, then I think a high scoring. If we don't, I'm gonna say 1-0 each way, really. 7 Champions League. If there was a roof loudest stadium in Europe, also Champions League football probably intimidating for Newcastle. It's true, but at the same time, while it's easier said than done, it's just football, man. Hernandez almost killed Pogba. Pogba's got it to Leao. Leao just doing Banduli stuff, man. He plays like Pepe sometimes. Nonetheless, AC Milan could attack here. Loftus-Cheek. He's doing well at AC Milan. Loftus-Cheek, Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Movie settings. Oh, he tried to do the DG screamer. It didn't bang. It's gone over the bar. But once again, it's all AC Milan, Newcastle. Not really nothing to say with them on the ball. Rams to Newcastle for 75 million. What you saying, DG? Oh, bro, big up Ramsdale. But if they ever bidded 75 million for Ramsdale, I ain't going to say I'll drive him. You're the cab driver in a circle, innit? We'll give you your 10%. Take him, innit? But make sure we're bringing in a number 2 that's decent. Big up Matt Turner, but I don't have to pretend Matt Turner was wavy anymore. I don't really want that. Some decent competition for assuming that happened for Raya, innit? We need to find our Omotega or something. Long ball forward by Pope. Isaac can't win the header. Hernandez wins the second. Head tennis settings. I thought Giroud was fouled there, but he's never going to get it. But when you're a footballer, you can do these crazy hairstyles. What else you got to spend your money on? For all the hairdressers and barbers they go over to, they're probably paying their mortgages. You think they're paying anything from 20 to 50 quid? Isaac does well there. Gordon, you've got to give Isaac something more to work with there. Baby food for Tomori. Unlike Maganda, he just put his foot through it and it hasn't really helped. Dan Burn wins the header, but it's back here with AC Milan again. Head tennis. Triangle head settings. AC Milan's 4 is bugging out and it's falling to Tonali. Good strength by Tonali. This centre-half from AC Milan's meaty. It's a throw with AC Milan. Get the AC Milan keeper if we sell Ramsdale. But then you're into the same thing about Raya versus him again, then surely. Pardon me. I don't really rate 4, if I'm honest with you. I think he's decent. I just think Howe's tactics this season, he did the same against City. I hear that. But Newcastle are going to have to deal with probably what Arsenal and Man United have to deal with in that, whatever you was working for you last season, people are kind of onto it. So, finds Trippier. Trippier's got time. You got time. Carry it, man. Carry it, man. The hell is that? Giving it straight to AC Milan ref. The whole ball ain't gone off, but the ref reckons it does. It will be a throw-in. Is it throw-in to Newcastle? I think I've got that right. Trippier, I don't think he had to force the issue there. I'll take him in the limo, my guy. Take him, man. I don't want Ramsdale to go. Do you think English should start Tomori and Smalling instead of Maguire and Stones? So, I mean, Smalling arguably could be in the squad. He's done all right in Italy. I don't think Maguire should be starting, but we're at where we're at. Even saying that he didn't start, I think Stones needs to start. I think he's earned this spot. I'll take McGann at Arsenal. I would as well. But you see, these kind of keepers, these Ananas, these McGanns, one of them, but it's scary. Certain man can't play certain positions, man. I know it's outdated thinking, but it's a bit scary still. Trippier wins the header. It's falling to Longstaff. Never give up on your dreams, Longstaff is playing Champions League football. It's crazy out here. Isaac having to do a lot of dirty work. Oh, Tomori, you got twist up there. That's a battle to watch. Dan Burn. Gordon. Blind pass from Gordon, given straight back to AC Milan. And that could have been promising for Newcastle. Loftus-Cheek, that was meaty. It's a soft free kick, but he wins it nonetheless. Don't forget to hit the like button if you haven't already. And appreciative to all of you that joining me so far. 23 minutes and 20 seconds into the game. We've got no goals for all our troubles, people. It is a decent watch so far. Would love an early goal. Rafa Leao, what can he do? Up against Longstaff. Goes past him. Pogba. No options for this man in possession. Gives it back to Leao. Leao recycles possession. Finds Krunic. He finds 4. AC Milan, lion's share of possession, starting to take over and control proceedings at this moment in time. So we'll have to see. I'll take McGann at Arsenal. I can't lie. Looking at that, I thought that said Maguire first time. I got to say, you what? Do you want us to get anywhere as a football club? My bad. Trippier. Carry it, man. No point giving it to Murphy. I know for AC Milan, I do think they're doing something very different to Newcastle in that their attacking players are showing for the ball. Newcastle, the players in the final third have to show for the ball a bit more. Cool, Isaac's got to make the run, but other people have to do stuff. Whereas the like button on Twitch, there is no like button on Twitch. But just your support on that is enough. Nick Pope. Sir, be brave, Newcastle. Trippier, carry it. Carry it. You're the captain. You played for Atletico Madrid. You're the captain. Carry it. Isaac probably dropping too deep. But let's see, man. Isaac. Promising run from Isaac. He's found Murphy. What can Murphy do? Surely a corner, ref. Is it a corner? Right, that's poor from Murphy then, really. If that's not a corner, that is very poor from Murphy. Can't believe it. Mike McGann. 20 minutes left of this first half, folks, and it is still, where's my charger? That's what I need. It's still 0-0. I'm not going to lie, I thought there'd be a lot more goals than this, but it is what it is. Appreciative to you lot tuned in. DG, how long do you see Joe? Well, she's saying there, South London. Big up the South Londoners, even though you lot are very overrated. That if North, South, East, West were footballers, I can't lie. North London's Bukayo Saka. East London's a fit Emil Smith Rowe when he was doing his thing. South is the editing. You lot do your thing, but yeah, there's levels. Are you waiting for FM24 to start streaming again? I can't lie, I've missed it. Do you know what? Life's just got on top of me, man. I've been doing bare collabs and videos and things, but no, man, we'll be back. I was actually going to go live before I started this live and play the game with you lot, obviously. We need to, man. I don't know I don't even remember where we're at in that save, but yeah, man. And when FM24, Football Manager 24, for those who don't know what I'm alluding to, comes out, we'll be going heavy on that as well. DG, how long do you see Willock staying at Newcastle? Because for me, he's becoming a backup dancer. I mean, for as long as they're showing ambition in it, I mean, how much football is he getting really? Because the more Newcastle develop and sign these stars, unless you develop accordingly, it's going to become obsolete. Saka's from West, Smith Rowe from South. Boy, I don't know, man. Saka's not from West. We're claiming him, man. I used to see him play football in Everton. Loftus-Cheek. But if we want to take it there, I mean, Eddie wearing the number 14. Nelson, not nowhere near the first team like that. Smith Rowe lost his place. South London gone out tired. Big up Loftus-Cheek, though. Generational talent. He scored what a goal against Nottingham Forest. Oh, South London. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. You lot could have sly even claimed Declan Rice. No, let's not Reading. Listen, I personally think when there's an actual real North London that comes through Haylen, they're going to be better than Saka. They're going to be better than Messi. You heard it here first. I don't know how fast, Sarr thought Anthony Gordon was, but that ball was never making it to him. Big up yourself, Daniel. Will it get minutes lately? If not, do they want to swap for Kai Havertz? I can't lie. I don't want Joe Willett back. Pick up Joe Willett, and he's developed a lot, but all gear, no idea. Disrespect from South. It's not, man. It's just because you'll always back. Who are the lit guys from North in the game right now? Yeah, I'm back. Anyways. Away from questions, I can't answer. Messi, Neymar, Suarez, innit? Henry and that, I don't know, like Marcus Edwards? I don't know. But we're claiming Saka, man. We're claiming Saka. Don't believe Wikipedia. Bro. He's from Everton, I promise you. I think Trippier might be injured here. Either that or he's being to the ref. Don't bread him, Giroud, man. You played for Arsenal and Chelsea. You played for Spurs. Why are you saying sorry? Forget him. Gamara's watch. Big up the members. But yeah, man. I don't know. Bloody hell, North London, we're in the gutter, isn't it? Bloody hell. Might have to be shameless and say Raheem Sterling. North and Northwest London are two separate places, but ignorant people that are not from North or Northwest say they're the same place. So got to claim that one there. Really, it's actually Peak. Who the hell is from here? It's Peak. Is that did he complete the nutmeg? He's found Gordon. Gordon, get up, be stronger, lad. Ref, you're giving free kicks for everything, man. I thought this was football. Calabria of AC Milan's got a busy day. He's in the trenches. Gordon seems intent on ripping him. Tonali seems intent on making those third man runs down the left-hand channel. So yeah, man. Clutching, bro. All you have is prisoners. What do you mean by that? It was a bit racist, calm down. What do you mean by that? Prisoners everywhere, all over the world. What the hell do you mean by that? If South London was so good, why the hell would Arsenal pack up and leave? All right, then, case closed. Oh my God. South is the capital of London. Gigs talking the hardest is the national anthem. Oh my days. Oh my God. It's like Top Boy. Oh yeah, Solly. Anyways, forgetting all of that, it's still 0-0 with 15 minutes left. I'm thinking 1-0 to AC Milan. The more the game goes on, the more I think there's not really going to be a goal fest. But you never know. You really never know. Big up yourself, S. Hope you're doing well and safe, man. And big up all the 9-to-5ers as usual. South London's fan. You might actually be, because shout out to Gally, though. Giroud looking for the foul. Ref, surely he's been fouled. I thought he bought that expertly. Ref don't agree with me, though. And it's still 0-0. So where do we think the game is going at this moment in time? AC Milan got drummed by Inter Milan. Maybe they are still wounded. And if they are, if I'm Newcastle, you never know. You get the first goal, heads from AC Milan might drop. Start galloping forward. It's got a couple of options. Don't be a hero. Remember your defender. Don't be a hero. I know it's Champions League nights, but don't be a hero. Josh Murphy, don't be a hero. Trippier, good ball by Trippier. Dan Burn, movie. Botman, ref. He should be booked for diving. If you don't give a pen, Longstaff, sorry, you look like Dan Burn. If you don't get a pen, you have to be booked for diving. That's the horriblest way. Ooh, Leao bringing out the step overs. I'm alive. Cook him. Leao's found Hernandez. Newcastle could be in trouble here. Hernandez could just keep that in. Is there options for the AC Milan man? He's delivered. Ooh, I've seen Giroud finish that chance many times. Horrible. And another let off for AC Milan. Newcastle have had way less chances than AC Milan. I'd say AC Milan, I won't quite say they've been a better team, but they've been a more threatening team. There's not really been nothing in an attacking sense from AC Milan. Giroud bugging. Needs to do a lot better. He hits the target, but hey, I don't know what could happen. Can't believe Longstaff tried to buy a penalty for that. He probably can't believe, I'm playing in the Champions League at AC Milan at the San Siro. I'm in the final third. Going past people. No, you dived, man. Horrible to attempt at diving. Man from North is always hating. One thing I'll say is man from South has zero drip, just pure night text. Of course, I don't know anything about that, but I know North London Dons where the waviest. Like, we got the gift of the gab. I'm only speaking for myself because it's a why, but because I'm in North, we got the sexiest Dons, Arsenal and that. It's wavy. Sure, you got drug dealers and big youths. That's a lovely flick from Isaac. And it's great strength from, I think that was Gomares, but he's taking off the ball. What's your prediction now, DG? Gonna go 1-0 AC Milan or 1-0 each way, man. What's the age I got to stop wearing night techs and start dressing like an uncle? There isn't an age for them things there, man. And how does an uncle dress? Leao making good chances. Giroud not doing enough with it. Probably could have. Appreciate you lot. Keep your talking points, questions, etc. flowing, people. Ball into the box by Newcastle. McGann, for some reason, felt compelled to come off his line. AC Milan have dealt with that. Calabria. Has he found Leao? Great touch from Leao. Lovely flick from Leao. He's found Pogbina. He has Hernandez down the left. That's a great move. He's onside. Leao, can he finish? Meaty, you won't do it. You won't finish. Meaty, this guy's dead, man. You're dead. There's enough guys in ends that play like you. Shot is taken off the line. He dribbled past Bear, man, and he tried to backheel it. You're watching too much Ronaldinho clips. Come on, man. Cut your hair, and you could have seen the finish there. How the boy ain't gone in the back of the net at this moment? It's a scramble. It's Sunday League-esque. Meaty. Absolute meaty from Leao. It should be 1-0 to AC Milan. Young boys have equalized. DG. To be honest, I've been so immersed in this game. I have no clue what's going on in the other games. It's another corner to AC Milan for everybody wondering. It is 1-1 between Young Boys and Leipzig people. Mohamed Simakan scored in the 3rd minute. 30 minutes later, in the 33rd minute, Young Boys equalized. It's a corner kick to AC Milan, as I said. In terms of other fixtures today, 1 second, people. Corner kick by AC Milan. Leao, Pope punching it for no reason. To be fair, I say for no reason. Has that gone out for a throw rather than a corner? He's done quite well. You obviously have Newcastle, AC Milan, Young Boys, Leipzig, PSG, Dortmund, which we're watching after, Shakhtar, Porto, Manchester City, Red Star, Belgrade, Lazio, Atletico Madrid, Barcelona, Antwerp, Feyenoord, Celtic, and that's us. Tomorrow you have Celtic Union. You've got Celtic final today. You've got Real Madrid Union Berlin. You've got Galatasaray Copenhagen, Bayern Munich against Man United, Benfica Salzburg, Braga Napoli, Sevilla Lens, Sociedad Inter Milan, and saving the best till last, Arsenal versus PSV. Leao's on the vibes thing, man. Leao plays like a sick Pepe. A sick Pepe that plays games. But I like him. You can tell he don't really care too much for end product. He just vibes in. How much do you think City is thrashing Belgrade 5-0? To be honest, now that I said that, Belgrade probably pull up a shocker. Don't know how season Gordon. Admittedly, neither do I, but it shows you why football's a funny game, because we're waffling on YouTube about that. He's playing Champions League, innit? How far do you see our manager, I'm going to say, taking us in the Champions League, then DG? I don't understand the question personally, you know. In many ways, I don't know really, you know. As far as we can, what we need to do is just work very hard, try and win as many games as possible, try and stay in the competition as long as possible, and we see where we go. I don't know. I really don't know. I can't really answer that question, man. Listen, as Edu said, just enjoy the competition in it before it ends. Just enjoy the competition, bro. I want to get to Wembley final. Murphy, Tonali, surely fouled. Stays on his feet. To be fair, good battling by Tonali. So Newcastle have got to start being a bit brave, man. They're taking too many punches. Nobody had faith in Leao to do much in it. I don't know about north, south, east London. So you're not a Londoner. I take it. Luck of the draw. Those are my stocks going all the way. I hope we can, but you see, Champions League is a different ball game. Are Arsenal prepared and ready for that? I don't know. It's going to take a lot, man. Do you know what it is? Even in the group stages, for me, it's the away games that scare me. Gordon, what could he do here? Tried to not make someone. It was Meaty. It's the away games, man. I'm not going to lie. I'm kind of scared to go to Sevilla. I'm not going to say I'm nervous for Lens, but like, yeah. Theo Hernandez does well to drive his team forward. Giroud, Loftus-Cheek, Chuck Weezy. What can he do on this right-hand side? Dan Burns had it easy. Ball in. Leao heads it across. Giroud tries a madness. Chuck Weezy, that's Meaty. I'm not going to lie. There's half-hearted appeals. Newcastle, the only fortunate thing for Newcastle is AC Milan are not able. They're just not putting the ball in the back of net or doing great enough in the final third. But AC Milan, I won't quite say they're banging on the door. They're walking down the road. Sounds like tick-a-tack. I wouldn't quite say that. Sick puppy lodge. Shy Havertz down here. I mean, we signed Kai Havertz and he helped us win the English Super Cup against City. Enjoy the competition is a crazy quote. Enjoy the competition, man. Enjoy the competition. Enjoy the competition. I hope we can have a decent run. Listen, I'm going to be on to everyone if we don't get into the last 16, innit? And get past the last 16. Unless you buck Real Madrid, them kind of teams in the last 16, fair enough. I know we're playing Bayern Munich at some stage. Isaac. Josh Murphy. Trippier. Good ball by Trippier. What can Longstaff do? Longstaff, Gordon. Oh, maybe if Gordon could have done a lot better. It's 1-0 Newcastle. Instead, the shot's blocked. Leao. What can he do? Botman done enough to just get something on that. Leao was ready for that. Howe telling his team to calm down. It's still 0-0. PSV wingers will be a problem tomorrow. Their manager is all about attack. But hey, hopefully we shoot them in their face in that regards, innit? Hoping United will get a 5-1 smacking. I hope so, man. DG, who's better, Newcastle or Brighton? Well, Newcastle play more entertaining. I mean, Brighton play more entertaining football for me. Raw, Dan Burn making overlapping runs. Big up Dan Burn, man. You know what? It was meaty, but like to see you trying, man. Dan Burn, raw again. Okay, that touch was Buki, but I'm rooting for you. Olivier Giroud fighting. Loftus-Cheek misses out. Surely that's a yellow card. Loftus-Cheek pulled his man down. Good job by UEFA to make Arsenal feel at home in their Europa League group in the Champions League. Well, it's not, mate. It's the Champions League. And you say that. Lens finished second or third in Liga. Sevilla are the Europa League champions. You know, PSV beat us last year in Europa League. Strong pedigree, man. Strong pedigree. You're so patronizing. That's not nice. Tomori auditioning for the Euros right now. Boy, you better audition correctly, innit? I still am not over that Liao chance. What the hell was Liao doing there? Bro, Liao, that was meaty. That was meaty, Liao. All of that work to try and backheel it, that was some nonsense. You know you're in fell comps for that. Nonetheless, let's see what Newcastle have. They have the free kick. They played it short. It's here with Sarr. Is he going to pull it into the mixer? He tries to. He's asking a lot of Dan Burn. Dan Burn was the header. That's decent. Isak, can he do something wavy? I don't know what Isak was doing there. AC Milan have dealt with it. We have two teams in our group who are having a bad start to the season, but this is cup competition and be up for it. Talking about our group, have you seen City's group? That's the Conference League. Them man pay the peas, man. Pardon me. Calabria's been booked. To think you hyped this bread 2 years ago. Who? Hey, serious brother, who? Because I hype a lot of players. Who? And make sure you got receipts before you slander me, you know. Make sure you got receipts. I hype Liao. Show evidence. Show evidence. You're the same one who hates me in Football Manager stream, so I can't believe you. When the hate don't work, there's telling lies. I've been saying he's Bandulu. Longstaff. Is that? Bang it, Murphy. I don't know what he was on there, but it's the effort that counts, innit? He tried. There's boy. There was no swerve on that left-footed shot, but he tried to take. It's all good, Riley, man. City's group is so easy. It's funny, bro. Who said money can't buy happiness? 4 minutes, excluding added time left of this first half. Nothing of note has happened, people. Nothing of note, unfortunately. Hopefully the game livens up sooner rather than later, but we've got no goals. Did you see Rafa's overhead kick against Roma? No, I didn't, you know. Isak been dropping deep doing the Gabriel Jesus thing. Ref, everything is a foul. And this is what kills me about football today. Everything is a foul. Every bit of content. This is most definitely ending 0-0. Nah, man. With Giroud on the pitch, it's all set for late drama. Tonali. I just think Newcastle need to, for AC Milan, they need to take one of these chances. For Newcastle, I think that they need a lot more from their midfield and their final third players, with the exception of Isak, because I think he's doing the dirty work. And I think they need more belief. It's not that they're not looking confident, but they just need more belief and more quality in what they're doing. Can we watch it, please? We'll find a stream in it. Scorpion kick pending, hopefully. Nah, forget that, man. Ever since Giroud was like, thank you, Arsenal. Don't give a crap what this guy does. Watching this game makes me so hyped for tomorrow. Also, that Champions League ball. I don't know if I'm hyped for tomorrow, man. I don't know if I'm ready to be in the Champions League. We've been without Champions League football so far. I don't think the pennies dropped that Arsenal are in the Champions League. Imagine when we watched our last Champions League prior to us getting qualification. Who would have known it would have been the last one? Random question. Who's the most famous person you've met, DG? Good question. That's a good question. Probably Damson Idris of Snowfall still. Probably Damson Idris. Damson Idris or Ian Wright, depending on how you rank it. Like, because obviously Ian Wright's Ian Wright, innit? But like, I'm sure if they walk through America, everyone through the Snowfall thing would say him. It's a cool question still. Missed. Hey, you done me dirty though. You Chucky, you man done me dirty. Said email you, we could do these. I could get you on my show. Boy, the email's got Ed. You see the day and life of a YouTuber. DG, get a grip. We're back, my G. Listen, get a grip. Why for that? I don't know about any of that, but I'm just saying the penny hasn't dropped. I can't believe it. Forgive me, man. Like, We ain't been in the Champions League for time. We've had Pablo Marie centre back in that. It's been crazy for Arsenal. I think when I hear the anthem, it's calm. Both South Londoners, by the way, shout out Damson and Wrighty. No, Ian Wright's from Hackney. He's from Hackney / Tottenham. I've seen him before. 3-1, 3-1. To who though? Chucky's like 4 foot, man. He's got other shots. They don't do Chucky like that, man. But I mean, I'm 5'8", and Chucky, you kind of small, dog. Pause. In fact, well, I didn't meet him, but like he was there in the event. Speed was there. I didn't meet him, but yeah. Big up Marcel. Man said Champions League is overrated anyways. Thursday nights is where it's at. Boy, I don't know, man. I don't know about that. I never thought I'd hear Marcel. Marcel's been kidnapped. The Marcel I know wouldn't go out like that. McGann, there's been nothing of anything really and truly in this game. Both teams, really. I think the right term be cancelling each other out. Rafael. Okay, let's see what you can do. Finds Pogbino. It's got Hernandez. That's not the best of passes to Hernandez. Hernandez, Meady, you ain't got a right foot. You know our left foot is stay. It's over here with Chuck Weezy on the right-hand side. What can he do? You ain't done nothing this game, man. Do something, mate. Okay, dropped a shoulder. Banduli skills. Newcastle defenders are not here for that. Who do you think is our hardest team in the group, DG? Sevilla away. I think that's the toughest fixture I'm looking at. I hear it, Marcel. I respect it. Every time Pep turns around to complain, he remembers Arteta isn't his assistant anymore. I don't know about that. Stringer Bell is not here for any of my, any of my stuff. Bro, where's that on time, ref? But that tells you everything. It's half time. It's 0-0. And nothing game for the neutrals so far. Somebody asked me, am I supporting anyone today? I mean, I don't want any of the English teams to do well if your name's not Arsenal, but I wouldn't say I'm hating on Newcastle, really, but it'd be nice for them to lose. But yeah, honestly, Pulisic should have started. Shout out hey, big up the Bayesians. What you mean? Barbados to the world and back, same way we throw up the JA flag. Come join us in Europa, DG. What you saying? Europa ain't the same without you. Nah, many people would say after the defeats we've taken in the Champions League that the Champions League ain't the same without us. And what I would say to Mikel Arteta and the players, only provide entertainment to the Arsenal fans. I don't even want to talk about the madness that we used to see in the Champions League by Arsenal. I don't want to see 10-2s. I don't want to see generational players scoring free kicks from 40 yards, Almunia attacks. I don't want to see that. Charles, what's Europa League? I don't know what that is. I don't know about the champs. Do you know how many times do you know how long I've waited to be back in this Champions League? Both South London legends. One thing about South Dons, we'll never stop gassing it. It's media as well. Like the Gellion, though. Allegedly. But yeah, half time, people. What have you not made of the game so far? Talk to me. I don't really know. What else is going on in the world of football? What's going on with the other results? Last time we checked, we had 2 goals in the other game, really. Maybe we should have done a watch along for Young Boys and Leipzig. Still 1-1 in that game. It's obviously 0-0 here. I mean, Newcastle have been on the back foot quite a bit. They have had the more dominant in possession and in passes, but I do think AC Milan have passed forward a lot more. It is 54% to 46 in Newcastle's favour. Newcastle played 217 passes. AC Milan have made 176. AC Milan have had 15 shots and 7 on target, but again, a lot of them have been straight at Pope. Newcastle have only had 2 shots and 0 on target. It's crazy. There's been 4 corners to AC Milan, but it's still 0-0. Pardon me, I agree, bro, but I'm hype. But them Champions League scars run deep. They do, man. I think I'll be real. The last time Arsenal was serious in the Champions League is when we got to the final. Because that was such a beautiful story. But unfortunately, it's Mighty Ducks. Like, I remember the Real Madrid game vividly. Buki defenders. Omri did a madness. Obviously, a penalty got missed against Villarreal. We duppied Juventus. It felt like it was our time. We took the lead. Sol Campbell settings. I can't lie, man. It's an absolute crime Arsenal ain't got Champions League. Leao got the L2 button stuck. Who would you play in goal tomorrow and the North London derby? Do you know what? Unpopular opinion, I think whoever starts tomorrow has to start in the North London derby. On one hand, I want to say Ramsdale, and then I want to say Raya in the North London derby, because I do think Raya Ramsdale, he's quite an emotional guy. He's English, North London derby. He does all that stuff, but I just think Raya might be a spanner in the works. I think it might be time to, not that Ramsdale's done anything wrong for me, but it's now time to see Raya at least an extended run. South Girls will set you. I don't know about that, man. Hey, listen, I don't want to talk too tough. I don't know about that, man. Classy women only. Smash the like button, people. Last time Arsenal were in the Champions League, I was in year 11. Now I'm a qualified electrician. That's a great trade. Big up you, man. Shout me, because it's always nice to know some tradesmen and that. You look like to rob people, but hey, things come to a change, man. The last time Arsenal won the Premier League, I had cameras. Bro, I was in year 4, bro. I done lost my virginity, got my first job. Allegedly, I'm a virgin. Allegedly. Bro, Arsenal, a lot's happened since we've won a major honour, Done seen Brexit and them things. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Hopefully we can get back to winning shit stuff. Apologies, people. But yeah, so far it's 0-0. I can't really be surprised. Last time Arsenal in the champs, I was in primary. I'm in uni now. Pick up yourself, Manny. Apparently, AC Milan's 15 shots is the joint most by a team in the first half of a Champions League game without scoring since 2016-17. Crazy. But hey, not been much to talk about. And you as a girl too when we won the last Prem. Listen, big up to everyone what they want to identify with. But I've always been a man still. MB, I know you're a member, but don't do all of that. Listen, I'm pretty sure I'm a male still. If you can even say male and female, don't cancel me. Next thing you know, start. So all these words on social media, it scares me. Narcissistic and what's this other one? Misogynistic, narcissistic, all these narcissistic words is scary. Social media is scary. Absolute scary. Very scary. DG was in Paris that night. We'll never forget it. 15 minutes later. Oh, you remember I was born in Paris and Spain. Newcastle are a disgrace. Poor representation of the Prem. Get these guys out here. Can't stand them. Marcel, damn, what did they do to you? North London derby making me nervous already. Hope the fans make the 12th man and that we do it's petty, but beating Spurs is just so satisfying amazingly because half the Man United fans start gassing up Spurs. Spurs, Chester United, as I call my supporting friends. Dale, Relly, you lot always, they're on this enemy of my enemy is a friend thing. You're both not on nothing. Red flag, all these scary things, man. Scary, absolute scary things. I'm not gonna say the artist, it weren't R. Kelly because we don't condone that. But an artist made a tweet and then I replied to it, and then the person, one of my followers was like, "Oh, so you condone this, and you're saying this and that." I was like, "Yo, let me just delete the tweet. I'm not on it. I'm not on it." Yeah, I can't lie, DJ. I understand why you're scared to say male and females excluded from school for saying someone is a female. Man. The world's gone crazy, man. Listen, don't cancel my little channel that I got. Everyone can do what they want. We love everyone, which we really do. We ain't got no problems with anyone, but the world's crazy, man. Everyone, do you know what? Everyone wants to be offended by everything. So when there's actually offenses that you should be offended by, it's not serious. It's their fans. DG Newcastle fans think they're at the big boy table now. All they're doing is running up their mouth. Haven't won a trophy in over 50 years. I hear it. To be fair, I don't know enough Newcastle fans to know the sentiment around it, really. But I like Newcastle fans, man. They wear their heart on the sleeve. Do you know what it is? As someone living in England, it's not that I don't trust Londoners, but I just feel the more up north you go, the more you get out London, them kind of people are more trustworthy. London, very deceitful people. You see them acting a fool over there in Milan. I hear that, but I do think that's a problem with British society more so in that when British nationals go to other countries, not all, but they don't always respect the cultures and respect things. And I think that's reflected in the football fans. How many times has British, not even just Newcastle, but British football fans gone over to countries and doing dumb stuff? Very more humble outside London, I guess. London's too much of a place where people shake your hand, but they're stabbing you with the other hand without you knowing. sort of thing. So yeah, people, there's been no goals, but the entertainment from you lot has been top notch. Don't forget, people, to set your reminders and smash the like button, because tomorrow we will be watching Arsenal versus PSV. But before that, we're watching PSG against Dortmund, basically straight after this, live from 7:50. Hopefully this game finishes at a decent time. Once again, we are doing a watch along for that. Be interesting how Arteta deals with Angie Ball, the press, and the tucked in fullbacks and all that, bro. I'm not worried about their fullbacks. Bring your inverted fullbacks; they'll get dealt with. But I'm not gonna lie, Postecoglou is looking decent. Thoughts are with the Newcastle fan who got stabbed. You don't want to hear that, and it's unfortunate, but there's unnecessary violence where it comes to football fans and stuff. You know, I don't know if it's people having a drink, mob mentality. Like, I don't know what it is, but it's doing too much. Like, doing way too much. And the guy's like in his 50s. So respectfully, I'm not saying he's weak, but people are picking on easy targets, really. And it's unfortunate, and I don't want to be that guy, but you can bet your bottom dollar that that's not the only incident that's happened in Milan. And when the Milan fans travel to Newcastle, it's already understood, doesn't have to be explained to you. Look, this is why you're on my channel, because you're clearly of a certain thing and you're able to think for yourselves. You already know what time it is, people. It's unfortunate, but don't know what else to say to you, other than it is what it is. Really, people, let me go and get some water. I'll be back in a sec. You know, Rafa Leao's opportunity that he messed up was terrible, but let me show you a good goal from a one-goal wonder.
Against this right back, Charlie.
Balling. So yeah, big up you lot. Smash the like button, all that good stuff, people. I'm back in my seat. I mean, enjoy a one cheese string. So yeah, man. Kubo on that with GG. Kubo, really, man. I think he's fast becoming a player like. But Arteta's tried to get my man Pedro Neto in the past, so he must think of him quite highly and know how he can improve him and that. So why not? It's unfortunate about Gabriel Martinelli's hamstring injury. Hopefully Trossard can do the thing. Alex Song in the Havertz role today would be crazy. Oh yes, Alex Song. One of the most overrated players to sign for Arsenal. Defensive mid whose highlights are just, world-class assists. Probably. I thought Alex Song was a good player, but I've never come across a player more overrated. 38 more likes until we hit 100. Appreciate you lot who have smashed the like button. If you haven't, what are you doing? What are you doing? Come on, it's free. Come on. One love. Pause. My toxic trait is I can sit and eat cheese strings all day, man. All day. Because I'm live with you lot. Let me finish it. It's definitely unfortunate. You're right. I'm not advocating for anyone getting stabbed or attacked. If that's just horrible, but sometimes you got to think what could have led to that happening. It's true, man. And the vast majority of traveling fans behave themselves in it. Like they behave themselves, go watch the game, respectful of the country and the culture and that. Unfortunately, and it is. Let's be honest. It's very much a British thing, you know, going over to not just in football, but like Brits when they go on holiday, you want to go and carry on with things that you can do here, you know, else there. Like obviously, you know, in my own house, I might put my feet on the sofa. In someone else's house, I'm not going to do that. That's kind of how they want to run things. Is there a substitute early doors for AC Milan? I think there is actually. Who's that? Can't make out who it is for you lot people. I think it's Florenzi. Well, Saudi Castle have no chance in the second half. Such is life, you know. AC Milan been banging on the door, but haven't really taken their chances. Such is life. Newcastle might just get one chance, take it, and score. The game hasn't started. Just making sure this works. Okay, it does. It seems like maybe, you know, that might not be the only sub. Pulisic is being given instructions and that. It looks like the AC Milan gaffer is going to change things very quickly. British man couldn't move mad at the World Cup card. The Qatar man was strict. It's true. And like that, bro, how many times do you see a British national goes to like Qatar, Saudi Arabia, one of them countries, and then you know you're seeing GoFundMe's or pages about bring Luke home or whatever, like my man, and it comes out my man's bought CBD or done something over them sides that you're not supposed to do over them sides. It's crazy. Nah, I rate Alex Song. Diaby was a bad boy footballer. Injuries robbed him. Diaby was 30. If you know football, I'm not saying Diaby would have been the best centre mid ever, but you know Diaby had ability. Just unfortunately couldn't stay fit, robbed of injuries, spent a lot of time on the treatment table. I just think Alex Song was overrated, mad overrated. Big up him for assisting Henry's goal against Leeds when he returned, but Alex Song was mad. We done well to shot him to Barca. If I had to make a list of most overrated players I've seen for play for Arsenal Football Club, and it doesn't mean I think you're bad, Alex Song is there, bro. 100% Alex Song is there. Without a shadow of a doubt, Alex Song is there. Pick him up, though. Come a long way, because when he initially signed for Arsenal, let's be honest, you were shit. Then you became 30. Howe will be sacked by Christmas. Nah, man. I do think Eddie Howe's going to get shagged, though, in that, like, Newcastle are going to make him fix up everything, like, on and off the field. The minute it's looking all right, they're going to get a more manager with a bit more drip, maybe a more European-y kind of manager, and then he's peak for him. I do think that's the fate that awaits Eddie Howe. It does look like AC Milan. They've made one sub, it looks like, but they might Pulisic and whoever that is might be coming on early doors. For Newcastle, it doesn't appear they've made changes. DG, why am I always here when you're on Alex Song hate? I don't know, Omo, but again, I haven't hated on Alex Song. Pardon me, where have I hated? I think he was a good footballer. I just think he's overrated by Arsenal fans. Allow me, man. One change for AC Milan. Florenzi will be entering the fray. Obviously, Calabria, forgive me for mispronunciation, is off. The captain, he was on a yellow card. Didn't think he played terribly, but the manager's discretion, he want to make them subs, so he's going to do that, isn't it, really? Waiting on the second half to kick off, folks. Looks like the AC Milan gaffer. What's going on there? Looks like the AC Milan gaffer thinks there's something to be had here. Come on, ref. Giroud will get things going again at the ref's discretion. Come on, ref. When you're ready, referee. Like you lot, I'm waiting for the ref to start the thing. And we're back off for the second half, folks. We're back off for the second half. Let's go, man. I hope it's not a 0-0. Be a bit disappointing. Florenzi's first kick of the game is literally a rugby-esque style sort of kick. Pope heads it out for a throw-in. Song was meaty, man. Song was decent, but it was meaty, man. Let's be honest. That song was meaty. And there's nothing wrong with being meaty, bro. Ray Parlour was meaty. He's one of my favorite players to play for Arsenal because when he was needed, he did his thing. He weren't nothing to scream and shout about technically. There's bare players, bro. Man United, some of their players held in high regards, hella meaty. I don't like Gary Neville, and I don't, obviously, he's not the highest rated Man United player, but he was a good player. He won a lot of stuff, central to winning a lot of stuff, but he was meaty. Newcastle in possession. That's a poor pass into the midfield. You're asking a lot. Isak's done very well to win that ball and play a teammate, to be fair with you, and he's done that well a lot today. As I said earlier, I'd say all the final third players, and he's won a foul just now. Isak has. Everyone apart from Isak could do a lot more. Not sharing for the ball enough. There's always a sign of frustration when you see your striker dropping extremely deep. And I can't say I've seen a clear-cut chance created for him. Thinking of Arsenal players of old, it's crazy how much Giroud would go in today's market when we got him, would break the transfer record. I'm not sure about that. Murphy, delivery, headed straight back the way it came. Theo Hernandez heads it. Loftus-Cheek wins the second. Leao, does he get there? Somehow, but it's falling to Gordon. And Leao, you better switch on defensively. Anthony Gordon's found Tonali. Bang it! Tonali shot is blocked. Thought it was written in the stars. Dan Burn wins the header. Tonali, baggy touch from him, and it's cleared by AC Milan. Giroud, he might be able to win the header, but the legs aren't quite there, and he doesn't. Loftus-Cheek, Rafa Leao. I mean, someone could have told him he had time to bring that down rather than attempt to head it. Newcastle won't care, though. Guimaraes just about gets it to Trippier. Trippier just about keeps it on, and he finds Guimaraes again. They're going to need, I think Newcastle need the Guimaraes is not that Tonali's not playing well, but Guimaraes, Tonali, Isak, Anthony Gordon, players that are a bit more blessed technically need to step up. Gordon, Isak, referee in his way. Poor pass to Tonali in truth, but Tonali can keep possession, and he finds the man in question, Dan Burn. What are you drinking? Just some lemonade. Some humble lemonade. One love for sharing the lineups, my dude. To be fair, if I could get the lineups for the next game sorted sooner rather than later, we're living. Really. I mean, at least in the first couple of minutes, Newcastle have done a bit more. Big up yourself, Top Blue. Florenzi, you're going to need to do something today, fella. I still don't think it's going to end 0-0. I'm going with 1-0 each way. If I had to bet money, I'd say 1-0 AC Milan. I do think the longer it goes on and AC Milan don't take any chances, Newcastle will rub it. There's a head injury at this moment in time and play has stopped. To be fair, Sarr is acting like he's the worst hurt. He quite fortunate. He's leading with his shoulder and his elbow and all sorts. Quite crazy from him. Been out for a minute, but I'm back. Come on. Appreciate you for tuning back in anyways. And everybody else, shout out the Twitch gang as well as the YouTube viewers. Sarr got a yellow card. To be fair, it is a yellow card if I'm honest. DG, you have McNeil in your lineup for Milan? What do you mean? I ain't got Champions League fantasy if that's what you're asking. But who's McNeil for AC Milan? I only know the Everton one. Loftus-Cheek. Good strength from him. Evades Tonali. Tonali does a get back. Camera weren't the best. Not sure if that's actually a corner or a throw, and I believe it's a throw. It's taken quickly. Ball's delivered in the box by Florenzi. Oh, it almost fell to Leao. It's on the edge of the area. Guimaraes kicks it clear. AC Milan attempted to keep up the pressure. As I said, that is falling to Longstaff. That's a good run from Longstaff's doing the right thing, holding on for the ball. Ref, that can never be a free kick for Longstaff, though. That's soft. He's looking for it. In your graphic, it says McNeil 7. Swear, oh, that's it, Sheg. Let's change that. That's jarring. No one could have told me that. Big up you. That's crazy. Error. Who are we missing? Probably because you snaked me and done me dirty, Giroud. Apologies for that. It's taking you lot however long to realise that. Shout out to you, mate. Where the game's concerned, AC Milan once again in possession. True curse to the commentator because it's not quite the case. Scrappy game in truth, man. Not enough quality in the final third. AC Milan have had half chances that they maybe could have taken advantage of, and it's come to nothing. Newcastle haven't really asked any questions in that regards. To be fair, a draw away at San Siro in your first Champions League game in 20 years and your first game in the group, it's not the worst. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. I think we've changed that now. Great commentary because we've got people like you. I didn't even see it. With or without Arteta, do you think Arsenal can win the Champions League win the Prem within 5 years? I don't understand the question, Holder Crest. What do you mean by win the league? In many ways, just being better than you was yesterday is winning the league. Of course, winning a trophy is winning the league. You know, for Arsenal, it'd be, you know, showing more consistency, showing more bottle towards the end of a season, seeing our players improve. In many ways, that's winning the league. I hope so. I don't know without that. 100% PR. To be fair, Giroud is playing like McNeil today. Fair enough. Fair enough. I must have been onto something. Speaking of the devil, Giroud has passed it to his centre half. Tomori. Hernandez, who looks like, if anyone's going to make it happen for Milan, it might, not Tomori, sorry. Hernandez might have something to say in it. It's gone all the way back to the keeper, Magan. Tomori. Galloping forward. What can he make happen? Gives it to Krinic. Lovely runs off the ball. To be fair with you, that's a good run to Florenzi. Leal, you're offside, mate. Florenzi shoots. Shanks it wide. But to be fair, he's right to take it on. It's just the application was anything but. Is he looking at trying his best to be an inspired substitution from the gaffer? Boy. It's still 0-0, folks. Throw in by AC Milan. Boy, not quite. I did think this game would be a lot more thrilling than what we've seen so far. I did think we'd have some goals by this point. Hopefully within the next 10 minutes. Again, people, let me know your thoughts. Do you think it's ending 0-0? Do you think there's still goals? What's going on? Rafael, show me something. Cool, you got skills. This guy's shit, man. Krinic. Patient play by AC Milan. One thing I'll give Newcastle a very good off the ball. 1-0 Milan. It will be. Boy, you need to see some goals, man. You said maybe. You don't even believe it. McGann knocks it forward. Chuck Weezy wins the header. Giroud ain't got the legs to get there. Gordon, don't know what that is, but for Newcastle, it is a throw-in on this left-hand side. How long before we see a change from Eddie Howe? How long before we see another change by the AC Milan gaffer? Nonetheless, 53 minutes, apologies in, throw into Newcastle, and it's still 0-0. Really, I can't. This is dry. Boy, I thought on paper would be a lot better. Trippier, oh, ref, is that a foul? Ref says play on. Newcastle down his right-hand side. Is something going to change? Not with Murphy. McGann's got a head, apologies. It looked like he got his head, but he's actually got his arms to it. Chuck Weezy. This guy's media as well, man. This match ain't really lit up at all. Chelsea versus Palmeiras. That's one of the AFCON final and that final of the World Club Cup. Some of the worst finals done watch along for. Both teams are dead bit harsh. Not the driest watch along we've had, though. We've been through hell. That's the worst when there's no entertaining football. Because honestly, I feel like sleeping, but I can't. Because if I do, you're not going to do me like Don Robbie. Florenzi. Chuck Weezy. Hey, Meaty Dons as well, man. Florenzi somehow switches play. Rafael. Why don't you let Theo Hernandez do that and make an option? What's the score of the other game going on now? I can check for you. Give me a second. It's still 1-1. Still 1-1. Later today, you've got PSG Dortmund, which we'll be watching together. Shakhtar Donetsk Porto, Red Star, travel to Manchester City, Lazio Real Madrid, Barcelona Antwerp, Feyenoord Celtic. Tomorrow, you've got Real Madrid Union Berlin, Galatasaray Copenhagen, Bayern Munich Man United, Benfica Salzburg, Braga Napoli, Real Sociedad Inter Milan, Sevilla against Lens, and saving the best till last, Arsenal against PSV. At least we got a showdown after this one. It kills my faith, man. There might not even be goals between Dortmund and PSG. FM ting while the game's on type of timing. It's true, to be fair. Milan drawing to Newcastle out, but Newcastle not taking the bait yet. Boy, just want to go for you lot, really. And it's a free kick in a dangerous area for AC Milan. What can they conjure up here? Theo Hernandez and Krinic over it. A left footer and a right footer of this free kick from the right-hand side. Come on, man. A goal opens this game up for everyone. What can they make happen here? Delivery, it's a decent one, but there's just no one there. And Newcastle don't have to do any defending. AC Milan's done it for them. Theo Hernandez looking to find a better angle to deliver the ball. Holds onto the ball very well. Surely another free kick. It is another free kick. Gamara bit the bait. Very good free kick to win by the now AC Milan captain. What happened to Calabria? Got hooked at half-time. Who do you think Bayern are going to score? How much do you think Bayern are going to score against United? For a second, I was going to say who's going to win, but we all know. Who knows? United might pull a surprise. I'm going to say 3-0, 3-1 Bayern Munich. What do you think of players being able to play times 2 per week? Is being tired overstated? I definitely think there's some truth in being tired, but you've got to be prepared to play twice a week. If you got a must-win in May in the Champions League and on the Saturday, Sunday, man, have to play. So I think they should be prepared. And I think if you want to be a great player, you have to be. But I do think it's overrated, but I don't think it can be overstated. But again, as fans, we always say this, but we're not privy to know why a player needs rest and things like that. Ball into the box by AC Milan, headed out by Newcastle. AC Milan trying to keep the attack alive. Tonali heads it clear, probably forgetting his teammates because he's played it to his old colleagues at AC Milan. And they're going to go all the way home to their keeper and regroup. Not the best of games or most exciting of games, but I'm not sure if you'd agree if you're AC Milan or Newcastle. I don't know where you're at. Maybe you would take a point. Nick Pope has to be one of the most overrated players in the Premier League. 100%. Longstaff, that's a good knock from Longstaff, to be fair. He's found Trippier. Isak doesn't get it off Murphy. Murphy does get a free kick, though. That's why I said Isak. I was so convinced Isak was going to get the ball. I thought Murphy might dummy it. Tomori's conceded the foul. If you haven't smashed the like button, you know exactly what to do, folks. It's still 0-0 where this game is concerned. Interesting watch, though. Big up you lot. Man said interesting. I'm capping a little bit, but Pulisic needed. Players don't have a choice in playing. Bro, if you want to be a lit player, bro, when Liverpool were challenging for the league and the champs and they won both, Salah was playing. I do think Saka needs to be rested at occasions, but I don't think now is the time. I would like the luxury where, yeah, you don't have to play 90 minutes all the time. You might not have to start all the time, but you're one of our best players. And we want to win matches. Don't want to bring man off the bench to have to turn games around. Rafa Leao, speaking of wingers. Leao plays a simple pass to a teammate. Seems that one goal she did. That's a lovely switch of play from AC Milan. Chuck Weezy, you ain't done much today. Let's see something. Up against Dan Burnley. Cuts in, plays a pass. Oh, mate, what kind of pass is that from his teammate? Good opportunity, which could have been, isn't. AC Milan keeping up the pressure. Chuck Weezy skips past Gordon. Tries to skip past Tonali. Does he? Can't quite fashion a shot. Plays it to Hernandez. Hernandez to Krinic. Krunic steps inside. Tries to play Loftus-Cheek. Loftus-Cheek can't control it, and it's here with Gordon now. What can Anthony Gordon do? Is he going to drive forward and drive his team forward? He's killed Isak there. Tomori's always going to win it. Tomori, if you kick that out, you're dead. He's found the pass. Florenzi surely wins the free kick. Free kick. Smart free kick to win, but for him. Tonali playing his former team. DG, what do you think Newcastle are missing at the moment? Isolated to this game? A bit of belief in an attacking sense. I think the players, specifically Gamares, Murphy, everyone apart from Isak, I think they could show a lot more technical quality. I think the defenders are holding up and doing what they can, but I don't think there's enough belief in Newcastle's attackers. Murphy, Trippier, Gamares, skips past one, punches it in, really. It's Tonali onside. The flag went up. Chuck Weezy playing like Saka. What do you know about Saka, bro? Don't ever disrespect Saka like that. Chuck Weezy playing like Hudson-Odoi, blood. This is a Champions League, though, so he's not going to score a screamer against relegation fodder. How dare you? How many wins has Chelsea got this year? How many wins has Enzo Fernandez got? Why is Caicedo signing for your club and running away from the test? Lavia's lying about his injury, bro. I saw him in Central London. I saw him in Mayfair. I swear to you, I saw him in the Ravens in Mayfair. Allow it, man. Don't draw us out. You man were screaming Jackson Fernandez because he scored 1-2 goals in pre-season. He showed he's a fraud. Shout out the Icy Freeze getting paid from you, man, though. Stinking up the place. It will be Welbeck vibes. How dare you mention my star boy Saka? How dare you? Fix up, man. Where's Reece James? Probably doing his OnlyFans, this thick bastard. Pause. You wanted the reaction, you got it, ain't ya? Big up Chelsea, though. If you don't want to employ me, shout me, innit? Like, looks like Newcastle making subs. I can see Callum Wilson. It looks like Almiron as well. Like, fam. Look what you're doing to Enzo Fernandez. You're doing an Enzo Fernandez worse than Man United doing the Butcher. The Butcher turned vegan, as I keep saying. You like it, man. You thought you was back because you beat Wimbledon and Luton. Swear done. How dare you? Bro, Saka's better than any man Chelsea can rise up, bro. Chelsea got bare star boys. Where are these star boys? The stars are dimmed. Not on nothing, man. Like, man. Man spent like 2 billion for skits for fucking, what's his name? Gallagher to be the captain. Allow it, bro. Like, fam. We got the best Cobham prospects as well, bro. Almiron entering the fray, people. Callum Wilson's on. Ever gas up these meaty Cobham twats, bro? How dare you? You lot just got bare Icy Freeze with funky hairstyles, bro. If I wanted to see that, man will play pro clubs. What are you talking about? Stop, man. How dare you, man? Jackson's media. I respect it, though. Them man have cashed out. Oh, yeah, don't get me started on Mudryk. I completely forgot about Mudryk. Triathlete, bro. Tell him to holler Mo Farrow. You can do Team GB or something, man. Me, the Comet Relief settings. I promise you Mudryk's going to play Soccer Aid. Bro, Pope trying to play out from the back. You're not Ramsdale, mate, and he's giving it straight back to AC Milan. You wanted a reaction, I get ya. Like, fam, I don't want to hear nothing from Chelsea, bro. You lot tried to get gas up that, is it Barstow or whatever? Got shipped out immediately to Sunderland. You know them, and they're not making it back from them loans. You know they're not making it back. It's just better, bro. There's too much players in Chelsea's team with long hair, bro. They're not serious. AC Milan could be in here. Oh, this is a good shot. Oh, the finish. Come on, who's this? Who are you? I've never seen you play before. I can't cap. I don't know your name. Meaty. Substitute. Came on, dropped her shoulder. Meaty. Bro, Hudson-Odoi should go church, boy. You know, when the Lord favors you, the Lord favors you, bro. You would die for Saka, bro. Saka's literally better than any of your star, but it's peak. Like, it's actually peak. He's actually better than anyone Chelsea has gassed up in the last couple of years. Billy Gilmore, don't piss me off. Tariq Lamptey, don't annoy me. Reece James, stay fit and we can talk. Who else you lot got? Hudson-Odoi, allow me. Tomori, allow me. Loftus-Cheek, allow me. Who else you got? Mount, allow me. We got the best prospects. Eddie Nketiah and Declan Rice, bro. Like, fam. Tired youths. Everyone at Chelsea's tired. Name me a good footballer like that's playing well wavy right now. Poch is even tired. You think Poch is taking you out the hood? Them man there, you know. It's peak for you lot. Big up the London Cowboys. Again, Chelsea shout me though, because shamelessly, talent ID and that. Bring me in. I support Arsenal. They don't necessarily support me. Talking of Barstool, you see both X and Troops left them, man. I heard there's a company of mad racist behind the closed doors. I didn't know that. What happened there? I don't know what's going on. I don't know anything about the company to be racist. I don't know why them man left. But it feels like, man, I myself might have to go to America or Saudi because the opportunities in England are very scarce. Bro, Smith Rowe can cool off. He's done more than anything. Bro, Smith Rowe is the epitome of slapping up Chelsea, bro. Like, you lot will kill for Smith, bro. My youngsters get called up by England and that. Like, my youngsters do drillings. Eddie, drillings, drilled on you lot. Who you lot release. Smith Rowe, you know what he does to you lot. Saka, stop talking. Like, stop talking. England Player of the Year twice in a row. When your youngsters get double figures twice, talk to me. You know what I mean? D? You release Declan Rice, look at him now. You release Eddie, look at him now. You didn't give Salah a chance, look at him now. You didn't give Kevin De Bruyne a chance, look at him now. Courtois, look at him now. But you want to talk to me about Burstow and these kind of brothers. And who's that you signed from Rennes Light, bro? You think Caicedo's going to do anything at your club? He's cashed out. Mommy don't have to work no more. The village is calm. That, bro, Chelsea, stop, man. Stop, man. Stop it, man. There's levels. Because you got Hugh Rizzi at left back. Your manager's talking about Chilwell's your best left winger. Stop it, bro. You got bigger problems than Arsenal right now. Easiest 6 points we've ever bagged. What? Because he scored 1 goal. I hear it. I hear it. Ghana don't even want Hudson-Odoi to play, bro. I promise you, Hudson-Odoi going to be on foot asylum with young Philly soon. Promise you. Soon. It's pending. I promise you. Going to be flirting with Nella Rose and that, pretending she's fifth. Hey, Nella, pick up your thing. Bring me subscribers and that. No, it's cool. It's all banter. It's all entertainment. Smash the like button, people. Again, under half an hour left. It is still 0-0. Absolutely crazy. Still nothing. £500 million. Only youngster I rate at Chelsea is Amari Hutchinson. That's my Achilles. Let's see Chelsea's results, like. Swear down, 0-0 against Bournemouth. Lost 1-0 to Forest. Tavares and them, man. Lost to West Ham. Oh, shit. You ain't got 3. Raw. Chelsea only got 3 points this season. We'll see you on October the 21st. You know what we do at Stamford Bridge, innit? But let me stop, man. And I don't know why you're talking about what Smith Rowe does with his third leg pause, but Top Blue, you know you don't get careless. So stop. 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 Don't forget when you told me he's getting turfed by a girl in the gym, you know. You got bigger problems than this thing. Don't hate on us. It's not your fault, man. Act your face. Anyways, AC Milan in possession. It's all entertainment, man. Well, Top Blue, you know you're a loser, but you are a loser, innit? You're our guy. Bro, why are you? I don't know what he's doing off the field. Why are you watching what he's doing? Like, Isaac foul. That's a soft. I like Isaac, man. Nella Deluded collab scrap now. No, bro. Nella's lit, cuz. What you mean? Nella Rose, one of the buffest in UK and that. Shout out me, subscribers and that. What you mean? What do you mean? We like the slim things, we like the big things. They say we don't discriminate, man. Small like shop down every tree out here. Entertainment. This boy Devin De Bruyne is a flop. City are dumb to sign him. Bro, it's absolute crazy. Allow me, man. Finally, a neutral game without the other Gooners around. Palmer left easy street at City to get struggle minutes at Dying Club. Don't think common sense like my man. To be fair, he's probably going to play more minutes at City than he would at Chelsea, than he would at City. Bro, Raheem, you think Raheem Sterling signed for Chelsea because he wants to help them come back as a club? Bro, mum lives local. Curry go on Sunday. Him and his gal are gonna go out. Mum can look after the youths. It's a lifestyle thing, bro. I promise you, all them Chelsea youths, especially the icy freeze, they're going out raving. They are getting blue foots. They're doing their madness. Like, bro, I don't care about football again. How is Leao playing? Can't watch the game. Meaty, really ineffective. He had one little time where he dribbled past like 20 players. He tried to backheel it, but listen, if you ain't watching the game, the way it's going right now, you can just watch the highlights, innit? There's not much. Wilson's surely fouled. Ref, out of all the fouls you've given, that is a foul by Wilson on Wilson. Nonetheless, Hernandez of AC Milan driving forward. Loftus-Cheek looks like he's injured, or someone got twisted up. Theo Hernandez, movie settings. He thought he was DG. It didn't bang. Shots carried off a Newcastle player. Loftus-Cheek looked done, as I said, and now he's dropped to the floor and he's not moving. That's another one. Big up Loftus-Cheek, but for the agenda, you man still act like this guy's a young player. Name me one, bro. You man are tired, bro. Bro, that's my manager. If you want to be a footballing guy, stay at home. Wait, hang on. When did Yunus Musa go AC Milan? Swear down. Hey, lenders. Swear down. I hope Loftus-Cheek's all right, but this looks like a hamstring knock. Our youngsters are better than yours. Big up Reece James. I rate Reece James, but even he's not on nothing. Martinelli, Smith Rowe, even though he's not playing, Saka, they're all better than you, man. It's not our fault. Arsenal have been rubbed. Jesus rejected you lot for us. There's levels. You man brought back Lukaku to stink up the joint. You lot thought Shelley-Ann Fraser, playing Shelley-Ann Fraser, Raheem Sterling off the right was going to bang. Dead. Everyone that's bought players from Brighton, Liverpool got nice with McAllister. We're doing all right with Benjamin White. You got Hugh Wizzy left back. It's meaty. Caicedo, you thought he was mess because he was a black cute with a skin fade. Messed. Myth. Better yet. Dead. Lavia. Cashed out. Rice rejected you. Shameless. Sanchez. Meaty. Because he looks like he should be in some LAX prison or something. Crazy. Bro, they're just buying guys that go HD cuts, man. It's meaty, bro. I don't want to hear it from Chelsea. I don't hear it. Bro, Nelson's done more than bare of your duns. Like, that's cool, bro. Man, don't rate Nelson like that. Nelson's cool. He's chilling. Where's Broya, though? You spent at 1 point something billion quid and look at your bench. Luton got a better bench than you. Man, I'm meaty. Stop, man. Don't want to hear it from Chelsea. All your youngsters are actually shit. Like, no one's doing that in the Prem. Look, gas up all these youths. Let me see your bet. Wait, what was you lot's last game? Bournemouth, yeah? Cool. Let's see your lineup. Let's see what you actually did. Raw. Swear down. 14 shots, 6 on target. Bournemouth, who spent, less than a fraction. Tonali's off, by the way. 13 shots, 4 on target. Swear down, you man can't score against Bournemouth. That's crazy. Enzo Fernandez. Swear down, Champions League, Enzo Fernandez. You're not doing nothing against Bournemouth. Derenju, Leslie, let's call him Leslie. I can't pronounce that name. Meaty. Gusto, Meady, Colwill, 30, Disassi, you know he's dead. You know it's a Disassi shit, bro. He's not like Kanate, he's not like Saliba. You know his thing is shit. There's a reason you ain't going to be bought. Ronnie Stutter, Meady. Bro, this is your bench. Meady. These man are shit. Man said David Washington, bro. Meady. You lot are just buying anyone in Brazil, bro. Man called from Brazil called David Washington. Bro, that's Meady. You got finesse still. You got finesse that's worse than the Marquinhos thing. Rise up your first half against Everton. Rise up the 3 points. Rise up a 45-minute spurt. Chelsea have played decent anytime this season. They need Jorginho. Jorginho knew the thing. He knew bust out. Thank you, though, because if you lot didn't take Mudryk, we wouldn't have got Trossard. Ball into the box. Rafa Leao. I'm shouting for no reason. The ball's gone over the bar. He's headed it over the bar. It is looking like 0-0, Raphael. Axel, disaster. That, bro. Hey, Marcel. There we go. We've got him. That's a good name. Man gassing up Jackson Martinez for working hard. Bars on the floor, bro. Man's got Eddie for that. Nicholas Jackson, 22, bro. Your shit, man. Chelsea, shout me if you need employment. Employ me in it. I'll work for Chelsea gladly, but agendas have to agenda. Ian Matson, who the fuck are you, lad? Who are these lads? Lucas Bergstrom. Nah. Swear down, you lot had 2 goalies on the bench. Swear down, you lot had 2 goalies on the bench against Bournemouth. Please don't make this information correct. Alex Matos, Media. I don't even need to know nothing about him. I know you're not wavy. These man are shit, bro. Mudryk's best game in the Chelsea shirt? I don't know. DG, don't lower your standards arguing with these bums. It's levels. You're right. Let's focus on Champions League. Smash the like button if your team's in the Champions League. Giroud. Oh, it should be 1-0 AC Milan. Oh, who is that? You deserve a pay raise. Who is that from Newcastle? Because it should be 1-0 AC Milan. He's just nicked the ball off an AC Milan man. Who is that from Newcastle? Whoever just put the ball out for a corner, Almarignon. Grealish, are you watching? Musa just chopped some bare stopovers. Anderson got set right. See this? You see what the Haaland youngsters are doing? That's Musa in that. You see what Haaland does? Our academy is better than yours, man. I rate Chelsea though. You zanged us and Man United for Havertz amount. You got zanged. I'll take you better find that receipt. Corner kick to AC Milan. Still. Oh, is that a handball? I don't know. Shot's been blocked again, making bare noise. Apologies, people. Man said 12 injuries. I don't care, bro. Don't do paragraphs. I don't care. Don't make excuses. What, you want ratings for injuries? We've had injuries as well, bro. Pattern up your medical department. Injuries happen to anyone. Swear. So because of injuries, you couldn't score against Bournemouth, and you got patterned by Nottingham Forest. Because I know when Arsenal lost to Nottingham Forest, we got a lot of pelters. I hear it, but you know what? Top Blue, you're my guy. I'm not gonna give you any more attention. You're a dud. You're a real life dud as well. I'm not even talking about Chelsea. You know you're a dud, innit? Every day you wake up, you know you're a dud. But nonetheless, what team do you support? Best team in the flipping world, man. Best team in the world. You know what I mean? Oh, I'm not being funny, but you know. I mean, look at the YouTube channel. It's a problem if you don't know. Almiron. Ooh, where's his support? He's by himself. Almiron, this is a great run. Tomori. Hey, Tomori, if you get ripped, Chelsea getting slander. If you get ripped, Chelsea getting slander. Tomori trying to fight Almiron. He's done well. 1v1 Demon might be back, DG. I don't mind. He's left Chelsea. All I know is his decision making in his family is crap. Like, okay, his brother, grown man with crap creamers. Big up his brother though. Like, interview, shout me. I'm going mad. Word to Young Spray. Rise up, yo, man. You man they need to buy back Hudson though. It looks better than is it Mudrick? I don't know. I don't even know his name. Leipzig 2, Young Boys 1. In the 73rd minute, Leipzig have bagged again. There's been 3 goals in that game. Been none here. Big up you lot, though, people. Do not forget, 7:50, we will be watching Borussia Dortmund, Paris Saint-Germain. Tomorrow, we're watching Arsenal against PSV, folks. So I hope to see you. Charles, should be worrying about Forest. Listen, if I have to accept cookies on my phone to see where your team is in the league, please. Please. Rebuild hype. It's over. Elanga or Hudson a day. 2 meaty duns. Right now, I'll probably say Elanga, really, but can't lie. Hudson Odoi's got a lot of ability. He needs to stay fit. He needs to get the confidence. He's a very good player with a big future. Now that he left Chelsea, I can be honest. And, you know, at Newcastle, I'm not in the Forest, apologies. You're not going to play wing back 1 minute, left wing the next minute, and this the next minute. AC Milan attacking, ball in. That's a decent knock. Leao, Hernandez round the back. Is it a corner? I don't think so. He's put his hands to the sky. God ain't going to help you unless you help yourself. That was horrible. And this is why it's still 0-0. Neither team, more so AC Milan, able to do much in the final third. Quite horrible, really. I support Man City. How long you been supporting them for? Chelsea really got Zang buying what on paying 50 million. They said no one wanted more. Nelson or Hudson are there. 2 meaty duns, but Nelson. South London, innit? Them two and Sancho. No one's on nothing. Throw Eddie into the mix. South London. It's wet star dogs. I can't lie. AC Milan could be in problems. Their keeper McGann looks like he's holding his hamstring. Is that getting an energy bar or a gummy bear or something, and also getting instructions by Eddie Howe? The keeper might be done. McGann might be done. He might be done. This could be how Newcastle win the game. 10 years. Fair enough. DG, watching Leao closely this game. He's not really affected for his ability and height. What do you think? He ain't done much. Hudson-Odoi is my guy forever. I hear it. Good player, man. And obviously, IG3, I want him to have the best career he can, especially now he left them, man. Trying to see what's going on. McGann is still on the floor, folks. Trying to work out what's going on. It appears his days are done. Running from the grind. Shout out to the skin fade, though. The haircut is lit. Who the hell is this Sportello? Surely if you're Newcastle, taking shots at this keeper. Mike McGann is coming off. Marco Sportello will be entering the fray. Magic Michael and Anna. Who's your barber? My barber, Chris. Bounce this road. Shout Chris. Hey, Chris. I expect a free chim. You know, plugged you and that. Pause. McGann. I've never seen this keeper before, but we've seen him now. Sportello's on. If I was a Newcastle player, which I'm not, I'd be saying I have shots. He looks shaky. I've never seen him before. Who? Still drawing. Can't believe AC Milan haven't scored yet. My prediction may not happen. Probably won't. Yo, DG, I came from Ranch to stream. It's 2 a.m. out here, man's active. Big up yourself. Shout out to you. BFO, where are you based for it to be 2 a.m.? You got to be in like Australia or something, innit? Or a country in the Asian region. Nonetheless, big up yourself. Everyone, make sure you're smashing the like button. And the show does not stop. You know, obviously, BFO, you're going to go to your bed soon. But if you're in countries where the time zone's kind of, we're watching PSG versus Dortmund tomorrow. Well, after this and tomorrow, it's Arsenal PSV. You're my fave YouTuber. I subscribed. I hope you're not lying to me, but appreciate you lot support. If this was a DG Nation badge, I'll play for the badge. Appreciate that. One love. That's surely I like Amares, but I don't feel you've grabbed the game by the bollocks enough here, mate. Malaysia, shout out the Malaysians. Malaysia, bro, near Australia as well. It's C next to the Philippines. I hear that. Cheated on my barber, £6 trims. He could never. I ain't gonna lie, I can't trust a £6 trim in 2023. I'm never leaving my barber unless HD Cuts wants to fuck with me. You should come around here. We can link up. Do you know what? The wickedest thing, all my friends have been Malaysia, Australia. No, I'm not going to cap. No one been Australia, but Malaysia, Bali, them kind of sides. Thailand, never been. Never been. None of them sides. I think the furthest continent I've gone is like America, isn't it? Ball into the box by Newcastle. Dan Burn gets ahead to it. It's gone out. It's 4 a.m. here in Australia. Big up Australia. Off topic, but you planning a holiday this year, DG? Hey, you lot need to get the subscribers up. I don't think I'll be going on holiday in what's left of 2023. I don't know if Tonali's picked up a knock, but the camera just panned to him and he was sitting watching the game and he had what appeared to be a sack of ice in his sock. So I don't know if there's something to be wary of. We know he had injury issues going into the game. Yunus Musa, so proud of you, man. Rejected a scholar at Arsenal, done your thing at Valencia, playing for America, and now Milan. That's a good ball into the box, and his teammates should make more of a meal of that. 8 minutes left plus added on time. You'd imagine there's about 4 minutes. Where are you from? England. Well, North London in England. It's my day off tomorrow, so you're stuck with me in the next stream. Appreciate the support, man. Olivier Giroud's been presented with a yellow card. I'm not quite sure what for. Must be one where the ref's catching up to him. Bit harsh, ref. There's no intention by Giroud to hurt Longstaff. He's gone up for the ball. He's got eyes on the ball. He has kind of crashed Longstaff, but a bit harsh. Bit harsh to give a yellow card, really and truly. And that's not the first time ref's done that. Really. Quite silly. Surely there's a late goal here, man. Nah, man, people, we can't watch a 0-0. I mean, we have, but it can't end 0-0, man. Surely there's some drama. Trippier with a throw-in. What can Trippier do? Can he find a teammate? Finds Callum Wilson. Wilson does well, really and truly. Finds Longstaff. Longstaff to Isak. He killed Isak. Isak's going to have to win a foul for Newcastle. He's done well to hold the ball. Great point for Newcastle, nonetheless. Big up the New Yorkers. 230 over them sides. DG, would you ever get gold teeth? 100%. I know it's over once I get gold teeth. Once I do that, I know it's over. I know it's over. I know it's over. I'm already, you know, my thing. Already the baby face. Already, you know, my thing. The Haaland. I'm definitely the sexiest football YouTuber, if I do say so myself. Furthermore, I might be the sexiest influencer in London. Still, I'm definitely up there. Pause. Me, Skepta, Anthony Joshua, them kind of brothers that we're all them kind of with them kind of that get it. So gold tooth, I'm lit. You think if I got a gold tooth, I'd ever stop like in my streams? Like, it made me laugh. Start stuffing back because we went to smoking good now played. Pending, I want T there. But all to take out though. I want one there. So 5 actually in total. Ball's been switched over to the left-hand side by AC Milan. I'm not gonna lie, people. The game's gone. Right, you're praying, man. This face top blue. Allow it, man. Like, listen, everyone's allowed to like what they like, but like top blue, you don't know what girls are. Women are. There's women on the street, so let's stop. But we can go machine for machine. Your CV could never. I promise you could never. Me and you, 2 different kettle of fish. I'm like Prime Barcelona. You're like SC Dons in the most respectful way. There's levels. But for you and your level, you do your thing, though. I rate you. You're turning up. You're going crazy. AC Milan in possession. It's all love, though. I know, top blue. Ball's on this right-hand side. AC Milan deliver. Is that going to be something? You know, once Pope looks comfortable collecting the ball, you're in problems. And he's done well there. To be honest, it is a good point for Newcastle. It is a bit disappointing for us neutrals who just want to see drama. PSG versus Dortmund with Daya. Be there or be square. Support DG, man. One of the hardest working YouTubers out there. Marcel, not worthy of the support, man. Appreciate you. I feel like Steven Gerrard with this YouTube channel. Appreciate that. Barca, you're more like Atletico wide at the back. And then you're talking about pauses and whys. See what my man is saying? All inclusive though. Big up top blue. See when you got a fractured hairline, you say mad things. Ball in. AC Milan could nick it. No, they can't because Leao's bucking out. Newcastle have dealt with that. Says enough, man. Nah, bro, top blue, you played yourself. You tried to do the ball playing stuff, pause from like when the centre halves, you got caught in possession, maybe. Moving like Levi Colwill, one of them, man. Behaving exactly how your football team, Chelsea, behave. It's over, bro. I don't want to hear nothing. And let that be a lesson. When you come for your enemies, that's the stuff that happens. And speaking of enemies, what's going on? There's the signal. Come on. Why is the TV cut out? What's going on here? Okay, we're back. 3 minutes left. Are we back? Why is it freezing again? I don't do this. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that, folks. And we're back. And there's only a couple of moments left. DG, I'm excited about Arsenal in the Champions League. I am as well. Are we back at 7:45? Yeah, you need to get out of here, bro. You need to get out of here. Man said wide back. And I don't know how pause. I don't know how you knew that about me because you just see pause the front of me. I don't know what you're doing. Like you're pre-instance. You might see me in the flesh walking on the road. I don't know what you're on, top blue. That's crazy. That's what you're on. That's you in it. But Mazzolini. Newcastle counter attack here. Can they make something happen? That's a poor pass to Longstaff. Tomori's done well. It's mopped up. But that sums up the game, really. Decision making in the final third. More so for AC Milan than Newcastle because there hasn't been many Newcastle chances. It's been terrible. Giroud, Giroud sprinting past people. You're in trouble. Giroud fancies a shot into the hands of Pope. As I said, decision making in the final third for both teams. More so AC Milan been terrible. Yeah. I don't know what you was talking about, top blue. I don't know. I don't think anyone in the comments knows that. I don't know what you're on. Maybe you and your brethren, I don't know what you lot do. You lot might do that Saliba stuff, the video that come out about Saliba, but I'm shameless. I'll throw Arsenal Dons under the bridge as well. I don't know if Saliba did that, though. I heard. I think Man City will win again. What? Retain the Champions League? You never know. But you'd imagine they're strong candidates. You know, AC Milan, man said AC Milan, Manchester City, Real Madrid. They're going to be two of the teams expected to do stuff. You know, you can never rule out Bayern Munich, even though they've been a bit meaty. On the far left-hand side, it looks like Theo Hernandez. Okay, he's got up, but it looked like he looked injured or something. Looks like there's cramp for both teams. Not too long left. Surely AC Milan player was fouled there. To be fair, I think Callum Wilson's had a decent impact in this game, if I'm completely honest with all of you lot. I don't think Newcastle have been brave enough. But at the same time, sometimes you might be brave and it goes from getting 1 point to none in it. So I understand the reluctance, but I just think Newcastle fans deserved a bit more from their midfielders and ultimately forwards, with the exception of Isak, because I think he's been at it. AC Milan looking to cook side. This is good play. What can happen here? Nope. Very good play by Gamaris. Did that go out for a throw before it was a corner? Yep. Very good defending from him. AC Milan looking to bang on the door late on. Pulisic. Someone shameless. They threw two balls onto the pitch. Good little time wasting tactic there. No clue how long we added on. Swear down you got Spurs on Sunday. Yeah, we do. I'm being humble. But make Arsenal win both games this week. We're crazy. How long's added on, ref? Isak looks like he's coming off for Harvey Barnes. 0-0. 0-0, mate. That's the score. City facing a team that slapped Liverpool a few seasons back. Messi is the GOAT for me. Messi's got to be the GOAT for everybody. He's not better than Ronaldinho, but he's better than Ronaldinho, but he's not better than Ronaldinho. That doesn't make sense to a lot of people. It makes sense to a lot of people. But Messi the GOAT. Harvey Barnes on. I've not a clue how long's been added on, folks. what a boring game. It's never a boring game with you lot, but yeah, quote unquote it was. We're into added on time. I mean, don't quote me on it, but is that Slime Meads? I used to think it was Meady, but I think he's beat the Meady allegations, if I'm honest. AC Milan is toothless. What is this attacking? I hear that. Late corner, though. 5 minutes of added on time, folks. Can there be a late change? Not with corners like that. Theo Hernandez, who I feel has been one of the better AC Milan players. Rafael was so wasteful, man. I'm just thinking about that opportunity he had, and he just didn't do anything with it, really. Can't believe he tried to backheel that. What the hell's this guy's problem? Ball over the bar. Yeah, man. As some of you are saying, it's been very wasteful, isn't it? Been very wasteful. It's not quite the bounce back from being battered in the Milan derby that the AC Milan fans would probably hope for. It's not quite been, you know, sort of brave performance that Newcastle would hope for, fans better yet would hope for. But a point isn't the worst. But at the same time, this group is not nice that AC Milan and Newcastle find themselves in. So if you can grab 3 points in your first game of the season in the group, it's a good look. It's almost a 6-pointer in many ways. I can't lie to you. I think Newcastle are going to do them at their place. AC Milan look booky. AC Milan are the better team in my opinion, but football's not about none of that. I think they're going to get done, if I'm honest with you. Donnarumma, Hakimi, Skriniar, Marquinhos, the brother of Theo Hernandez, Lucas Hernandez. In you come. You've got Mr. Agate. Trying to get this stuff sorted. Shout out to Newcastle fans because these men are crazy, charting from start to finish. You've got my guy Warren Zaire Emre. Remember, he was doing the videos, and he was, if you're on Twitch, he was doing the youth Euros watch-alongs. Told you a lot about this Emre. Come to Arsenal, man. Wenger, chat to him. Retire. Can't lie, PSG are a bit tired, isn't it? This team's a bit meaty. Kenya. AC Milan had chances, done nothing. There's 2 minutes left, people. It'd be a bitter pill to swallow if you get robbed of a point at this moment in time. Oh, do you know what? Osman Dembele and Mbappe, I need to see cooking today. I just want to see guys getting ripped. To be fair, they should be absolutely smacking up Dortmund. See into the hands of Pope. You're probably now starting to rely on Pope to do every bit of time wasting he can. To be fair, I think Yunus Musa has been good off the bench. Obviously, he's a Highlander, so I'm going to have to cap a bit. Agendas and that, but you get the point. Colomani, you're in. You're number 23. A minute and a half left, folks. A minute and a half left. Not too long to go, people. And it does look like we're heading for a 0-0. What a way to kick off our Champions League watch-along series. Absolutely crazy. I've got small hope. Absolutely small hope. Tiny hope that the team scores. But probably got to be accepting it. You know, for some of you lot, I tried to tell you lot, this game ain't a game where you're going to see bare goals and that. Would have been nice for the neutrals. It might have even been nice if you're an AC or Newcastle fan, depending on what result you wanted. But yeah, Hummels is still playing in 2023. This is not serious. Emre Can as well. Yeah, Dortmund, you lot are going to get smacked. Don't forget to join me at 7:50, people. Literally in 11 minutes. There's one last chance. Almarignon. Oh, the angle's gone against him. I don't know. Harvey Barnes. There could be a shot. I nick it. Longstaff. Oh, it's over the bar. Big chance for Newcastle. Saying a big chance, an understatement. It could have been smash and grab settings. The keeper got a hand to it. Probably needs to put that in either corner. If he hits that low and hard, he's living, really and truly. That would have been all points nicked, and that would have been a famous return back to the Champions League for Newcastle after a 20-year absence. But it weren't to be. It just weren't to be, folks. And that's why they find themselves 0-0. Theo Hernandez is on the floor, folks. Receiving treatment. Hopefully it's nothing too serious. We are into the 5 minutes, so it should be done by now, really. Sabitzer went to Dortmund. When did you make that movement? It looks like there'll be one last corner. It's going to have to be perfect from a Newcastle perspective if they have any hope of snatching 3 points at this moment in time. It's going to have to be nothing short of perfect. Trippier is over it. To be fair, if anyone could do it, it could be Trippier, to be fair. But it's got to be perfect. I don't know what the rest is. Like the refs put a small delay on proceedings at this moment. Kareem Adeyemi watch as well. Another wavy player. Ref, just let him do the thing. This is a leech S-Housery, better yet, from AC Milan. Ref, there's a lot of pulling in the box, really. In the Premier, seen them given corner delivered. It's an important touch. It's an important... Oh, what? I think VAR's getting involved. There might be a Shegley on people. As I said, there's a lot of pulling. I don't know. I'm a bit confused. I can't see the ref at this moment because the camera is just showing us highlights. But it's looking brazy. And that's, in fact, that's the end of the game, folks. That is the end of the game. It has ended 0-0. I didn't think it would end 0-0, but when we saw what we saw, we can't really be surprised, essentially. It's a point to kick off things. And yeah, it sets us up well for the next game. Let's hope for every game, every goal that we've been shagged in this, the next games that we do watch alongs in the Champions League will be filled with more excitement. As I said, people, literally in 9 minutes, we're going to be live to watch PSG versus Dortmund. I appreciate you lot's banter, support, and all the rest of it. It's always great with you lot. We'll see you lot in a bit. Tell Money and Emre, if you know, you know. Wavy Twitch days. If you know, you know. I think Newcastle will scumbag this group. They might be able to, you know. But yeah, on that note, we're ending this and we're heading over, people. So yeah, turn on your notification bell, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Appreciative to you lot tuned in. For now, let's go and start our other Champions League watch along.
There's always just that active red flag defending. I think it's like